chat. Welcome to chaos.
Oh, yes, welcome everyone. I was mostly laughing because I misunderstood what she was talking about, and I started talking in a Bane voice.
I was talking about Bane, the spell from D&D.
She was talking about
I said
the
we
Bane
need
spell. Aris does a lot of Bane, and I was like, "Well, you like a Bane model? Like, oh, I'll blow you up."
No, I've got these little. So I'm gonna paint these little spell counters, and I don't have any for the spell Bane. And I have a player who uses the spell Bane all the time. So I said, "Oh, I need to have some Banes printed."
I cast Bane. Does he fail his saving throw? He is affected by Bane. I'll blow him up next turn with the fireball.
I can't. It's too late for this bullshit.
It's too late for this, is it?
It's too late. It's too late for this bullshit.
Oh, it's early for me. I haven't even finished my coffee.
I can't. I just can't with you.
Oh, no, I've already clipped it. Don't worry. It's gonna be like a little highlight thing. You say hello.
Good morning, Insidious. We're getting back into
the groove of it, I guess, because I haven't done this in like three weeks.
I know, it's been a while. What have you been up to, man?
I literally 2 days ago got back from my Cairns trip, and somehow I still managed to paint there. Excuse me while I set up my wet palette. I managed to still paint there like every day, and I posted like a huge photo dump in the Discord yesterday of the things I was doing. And the thing that I'm most proud of is that, so, wholesome brother story coming up. Me and my brother used to be really into Warhammer about 15 years ago when we were teenagers. And yes, I know I'm crumbling into dust as I say that, but basically we're just so into Warhammer. Like, it was the thing that we connected the most on. And I got him back into painting while I was there. And to the point where now, like, he sent me this message the other day, and he's like, "Oh, I really liked having you up here, and it was really good to have you and Jess, and Lucy misses you guys, or Lucy the puppy misses you guys already, and I'm gonna go like to the hobby store, and I'm gonna buy the paints that I was using for these Space Marines that you gave me." For context, I gave him a Recruit Edition starter set, and it came with like 15, 16 models, like a bunch of Space Marines and Necrons. Like the real basic starter set to be like, look, if he wants to do this, he'll do this, but it's the cheapest thing that Warhammer does, so I'm not offended if he doesn't. And he's painted all his Marines now, and he's moving on to the Necrons. Aww. And I brought up all my contrast paints, all the new ones as well. No base or layers. I think I bought like maybe Lead Belcher and the gold. And then he loved it so much, and now he's doing it without us being there. And I'm sitting there going, and I was like, yeah, it was really good, man. So that's nice. And then he keeps like messaging me being like, oh, I found these models for this price. Is this a good deal? And I'm like, okay, here's the website that I get all my stuff from. It's 21% off. All right, here's the buy, swap, and sell groups. Like, have a look in there and have a look at all the stuff he's got in there. Did he post his scheme in the artsy stuff?
I don't know. I saw your group photo.
Oh, yeah.
So of all the stuff you were working on.
So if you see in the Discord, if you see in the artsy stuff channel, it's the Space Marine that's kind of yellow, black, and white. Like, he handed me one and was like, all right.
Ooh.
He was like, okay, you do one, because he did it like, so literally every one of these Marines has this color scheme, but the rotation of where the colors sit are all different. So like some will be like mostly yellow, some will be like black, some will be they'll all be muddled around in some capacity. That's the one that I did because I was like, I like the way these colors sit, and I did kind of like the classic. I did the kind of classic red bolter look to it. And I really like it in the end. That's only ever using contrast. Like, there's no other than the gold and silver on the crest. It's just the new contrast and new shade paints. That's it. It looks decent.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So he's super into it now, and I messaged. There's like a little paint deal where there's like you get 10 paints, you get one free or something like that. And he's going into the hobby store probably today and gave him a little list, and he's gonna pick up the ones that give him this color scheme plus this. His girlfriend did like a pink, like a dark magenta and white color scheme for the Necrons, so I gave him the colors to do that in case she also wants to paint more. She whipped out. So she's like a canvas artist.
Ooh.
And so she took her really nice acrylics from there, like the really thick jelly ones, and she used those and watered them down to do on her model. She very quickly realized, she's like, oh fuck, you can't do it. And you can water them down, but like her paints were too good for what they needed to be. Like for the scale that they were at, they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Really nice and pigmented, but when you water them down like you need to for the models, they stopped being as efficient because they need that gluggy thickness for the canvas. And then I gave her the gold and silver from my pots, and she was like, holy crap. I can see why these are $6.
Yeah. That's super cool.
Really good. Very, very nostalgic for me as well. Reminded me of when we were just like getting hyped and going down to the local toy world, because that was the only place in Cairns at the time that sold Warhammer, and they did like the little gaming tables, and it was a dream to go down there every weekend and just play Warhammer with my friends.
Oh.
And then it closed down, and we didn't have anywhere in Cairns, so we just stopped.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Classic.
I also
meme
had a
of-
super wholesome vacation.
I heard. Tell us about it.
So I went to Utah to go see my girlfriend.
Went to Utah.
For her birthday. Utah.
Went to Utah.
Which is horribly infested with Mormons. It's really annoying that like I was going out with Eris, and like she would be afraid to hold my hand, and I was like, if anybody comes up to us to say anything, I will fight somebody. Yes. I was like, I just want to go to the park and eat sandwiches with my girlfriend, god damn it. And if somebody wants to say something about it, I'll fight a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to
beef.
see somebody get stomped.
Get out the beef stick because you're going to town.
By two girls in sundresses.
Two girls.
So yeah, that was really cool. I got to spend a lot of time with her kiddo, which was really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
We've only got to spend a limited amount of time together in the years that I've known Eris.
Yeah.
So getting to hang out with her kiddo more. And then we both flew back together.
Oh, nice. Is she here now?
And yeah. No, well, so Eris is still in Utah, but I flew with her kiddo back to Virginia.
Oh, okay, because they're still here.
They were spending the summer with Eris.
Okay.
But
that's fun. And then they went to their dad. Back here. Yeah. Okay.
Back close to me. Yeah, which is nice. We
That's
should
good,
hang
so
out
with
together. Like 2 days after we got back from Utah, really like 36 hours because we got in really late at night. Like 36 hours later, we were hanging out again because they wanted to go to our local witchy shop, and I was like, I got this little baby witch to take care of, and I love it.
That's cute.
Yep. So yeah, I had a very romantic time in Utah, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to get all gushy on stream.
No more.
I'm not going to get gushy about my girlfriend.
Yeah. You could keep as much as your personal life private as much as you want.
Yeah. So yeah, it was very nice. I appreciated it I appreciated that it was hot.
Yeah.
But not like wet like it is in Virginia.
Kansas is hot and wet. Oh my god.
Because that's what it's like here. It's hot and wet and gross. And in Utah, it's hot, but that's it. It's hot and dry.
If you want to reset your temperature, because you think where you are is getting too hot, just visit the tropics. Just visit just go up north or go you're south in your case. And
yeah, it would be south for me.
just go somewhere that's just so blistering hot, even at this time of year when it's supposed to be cold. It's still like, it's like 27, nearly 30 degrees there. And I was like, this is winter.
I've been to Georgia. I want to say it was in the middle of July.
Yeah.
I've gone to Georgia, which is extremely hot and super sticky. In like the middle of summer, when Alex got out of boot camp, that's where he graduated from. So I had to drive down to Georgia to go pick him up. And it was miserable. It was like soup. It was like walking in hot soup. Blah.
Not about it.
I want to move where it's cold and wet.
Not about it.
Cold and wet I can deal with. Hot and wet, no thank you.
Cold and wet? Melbourne all year round, baby! It's cold and wet. It's cold and wet right now.
Melbourne.
It's like, what's the temperature here? It's like, it's fresh hot 14 Celsius. That's great. That's my kind of weather. Jess is like, fuck, this sucks. I hate it already. I'm sitting in here and I don't have the heater on in this room because it gets too hot. Not about it. I'm good. But yeah, so
I think it's been pretty cool. These last couple of weeks, like I've been able to go outside and not feel like I was gonna die.
Yeah.
It's still hot, but it's not like it's
like
the sun is a deadly laser.
Sun is a deadly laser. Do you want to see a bunch of cool things that I have picked up and or primed recently? Because I'm painting one of them today.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
bring some of my.
I know most of my players in most of my games don't watch my streams, so it's very convenient that I can do this. I know only one of them might be. However, I know Clint can keep a secret. So Clint, if you're watching, preview. Okay, so first off, I got this a while back. I got a Barovian Witch, which, if you can see. You'll have to
stare at the stream.
Yeah, stare at the stream. It's a very classic witch.
Stare at the stream.
Like, you know, it's like a hag witch. So,
yeah.
You know, there we go.
Yeah, she cool.
So she's got a little cat. Yes. She's got a little cat on the base down here. I don't know if you can see it. And
that's super cool.
Very, very classic witch. So I got one of those. And like,
that's like,
I don't know if I'll get more of those.
Nice texture.
Yeah. So these are like the collector resin ones that Wizard does.
Ooh.
I don't know where the box is. The next one I did, I actually have already painted it. And this is Slobber Chops. This is a Tressum from Descent into Avernus. And you can see based on my fingers how small this fucking thing is.
It's tiny.
Yeah, so Slobber Chops is just a cat with wings. That's what a Tressum is. And I painted the base in kind of like more of a red-brown because hell. And he's got these little gold bangles on his wrists. I don't know if you can see them. But,
no, very, very small.
Yeah, he's so tiny. I put some photos in the Discord as well, but I didn't want to...
Oh, yeah, I saw those.
I didn't want to mess around with this guy too much, so I just did contrast and like a dry brush over the top, just to kind of make the wings look a bit nicer. Other than that, it's like that I can't do much on that model. It's just too small for my, for what I wanted to do while I was still in cans. Shit, what else have I got? I got this lad. This is old mate. If you know Descent into Avernus, this is Thavius Krieg, but a spoiler version because if he dies and goes to hell, he starts looking like this. More of a demon.
Fun.
Little, don't know what he is though. I can't remember the demon's name. What else we got? Okay, so this is one of the little spoilery ones. My players just met this in their Curse of Strahd game. If you know the character Esmeralda in that campaign, I found a mini of her.
Ooh, so is that one? Is that the Gale Force 9 one?
Yeah, these are all Gale Force 9.
Sweet, that's why they look so nice.
Yeah, so she's hello, Plasticity! Yay! Yeah, so you got the bloody so while this sculpt is like super detailed and really nice, I have a lot of problems with it. Because the resin must have been using their old system, because at the back of the cloak, like in here somewhere, if I look at it with my eyes, you can actually see that the resin sculpt is so tiny that where the cloak meets the body, it's transparent. and too thin. So like I could stick a knife through it right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't want to fuck up my model, you know. But
We had a couple of problems with that. We have some Gale Force 9 ones for the Princes of the Apocalypse.
yeah, all of the older
games.
ones are using the same method. I think those are in that group.
Yeah.
And they look really
Although-
detailed, but the casting is a bit shit.
My Demigorgon is a Gale Force 9, and he is
That's because he's bigger though, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's why. The smaller ones are harder. And the other one in this set is the old Rudolph Van Richten, also known from
Yes.
Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. He is Esmeralda's mentor and partner, and my players haven't met this guy yet.
Ooh.
But they are looking for him currently, so if any players are in here looking, that's what he looks like. A little glass as fuck with an overcoat and a vampire hunting kit on his belt. But should mention that I'm not painting. Oh, yeah.
Plasticity has the day off tomorrow, and that's why they're staying up so late.
Oh,
Come see
yeah.
their favorite
We're
player.
good.
We love you. We miss you.
We miss
I've done
you.
so many. I've done so many sisters since you've been gone.
I keep painting random. I just keep painting my D&D models backlog, and I'm proud to say that it's only down to what's in this box now. Like there's not many left.
That's awesome.
Probably about 10 models left out of about 30 or 40 that I had. You haven't missed them all yet.
Yes, you haven't missed them all. I still have this whole box of sisters to paint,
Oh, is that all?
as well as Mother Fabuloso,
Mummy Nundum.
and Mommy Nundum, and these two Nundums, and
Yeah, nice.
3 tanks.
Put them on your thing. Put them on the down low. Yeah,
Boop,
yummy.
boop, 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 boop.
That looks great.
She's
Are you
so
gonna bring the
pretty.
luster back up in the armor? I think you've shaded that, right?
Yes, it is. It has been shaded. I have not gotten to the highlight bit yet.
Yeah, because I can see that like it's a nice dark gold, but I want to see
Yeah.
that puppy shine.
I also don't have my usual light that makes this a little bit brighter
That's all
because
good.
didn't want to blind anyone.
That's fair. Oh, I have a silver for you to purchase as well. I found my new good one. So,
Yeah.
it is the scale 75 silver color. It's like whatever their brightest silver is, it goes straight on the palette. I don't even thin it down. It's quite watery and runny. Either that or I just didn't shake it up properly. It's a gel-based acrylic, so like it's still watery. Would you like
Yes,
a coffee later?
I want coffee. I want coffee. Yes. Sorry, I saw Leia. Do you want coffee? And
It's
I
all
needed
good.
to get on that now.
Yeah, it's just like a really, really fucking bright silver, and you can tell like it dries darker and more dulled than it looks going on to the model, but shit, it looks good. And I'm probably gonna use that silver from now on as like my big edge highlights.
So I told Alex that there is a Adeptus Sororitas model. It's a dude with a really big banner.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, I think I want to get that big banner and I want to make my own emblem, and it's gonna say the Adeptus Fabuloso.
Is that the Imagifier? She's like kind of like this.
No, because I've got the Imagifier. I think
I don't know
got
what it's
that
called.
one.
I'm saying words.
And words are a thing that occur. He holds a really big flag. I'm gonna get a really big flag, and I'm gonna make the most obnoxious Adeptus Fabuloso
I like that.
flag.
I like that.
And it's gonna be the best. Oh, no, you
Alright.
didn't. I'm going to. I haven't been allowed. Every time I've gone to the model shop since Alex broke his leg, he's been with me, so he won't let me buy any. He's listening.
That's
He
fine.
won't let me buy any more models because I have an entire thing of models. I still have all the models that you sent me.
Yeah, paint those up.
I still have to finish my Desert Sister.
Ooh, I'm about to get a whole Kill Team starter set in the mail very shortly as well. And the reason why is because my Warhammer Plus subscription was fucking me around, and I complained that I could literally not access any of the content, and I got a big voucher from it. So I combined it with a voucher I already had, and I paid $10 for the Kill Team starter set in total. And so I have 10... I've got 10 Death Corps of Krieg coming, and 10 of the Orc Commandos in that box, plus a bit of terrain. And I guess the rules, I might play it, but I really wanted the Death Corps of Krieg, and I got them for $10, so I'm happy about that. And if they fuck me around again, I'll complain next year and get another $80. I've seen your Krieg boys, and you have kept my hype for those wanted. What else is there? I also got the Warhammer Plus Mini as well. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's, oh my god, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You can't buy it anymore. You can't even get it anymore. So you got to go on a secondary market if you want it, or trade for something. It's like a really diorama piece of model, but it's still on the regular base, so you can play it in your games. It's a Vindicare assassin, and he's like scoping and sniping through a ruined Battle Sister bust head, like a statue. Like, and it's got like the metal frame coming out. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
That sounds so cool.
And that's coming in the mail very soon. So, you know, very good.
Oh, shoot, you reminded me. Can you tell Jess that I had another package arrive for her?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just let her know that it did.
She's in the office today, so I'll give her a message.
I forgot to message her. I think it came a little while ago. I saw it, and I was like, oh, crap. Whoops.
Oh yeah, the miniature is only available to Plus subscribers. Okay, so I'd be a bit miffed if other people could buy it when they really said that they couldn't. All right, so this is what it looks like. I think this model is so fucking sick, and it's the reason why I got Warhammer Plus. Because if you subscribe for a year, you just get this. This is just gonna rock up in my house. So that's the mini.
That is so cool.
It's so cool, right? And that's on like a 20... I think that's on a 32mm base. So even though it's going to be really tall and top-heavy, that's a really nice just piece of a model.
I stick it on a bigger base.
I think I might, honestly, because I'm not going to play it.
It's so cool. And yeah, it'd make a really cool diorama piece if you get some like larger debris underneath it.
I would love... Ooh, don't give me ideas.
Ooh.
You do that. You do that, and you have a muzzle flash coming out, and then at the other end of the diorama, there's just a dude exploding.
Yes! Yeah!
Yeah, that's bloody cool.
We're connected.
That base would be an excellent kit for a Sisters of Battles tile set. As in, like, an objective piece or something? What do you mean? Imagine this on an Exorcist base. Do you mean, like, the sniper is taking up position from, like, an Exorcist tank? If so, I'm into it. It's a sick model, though, right? That's so cool.
It's super sick. That is so cool.
The other one is, like, it's like an Auric war boss, and I like it, but this was just so cool.
As my terminology is wrong. But yes, like on an Exorcist, that'd be really cool. Ooh.
Here is the Orc.
I just want to paint all the things.
Here's the Orc version. So it's, you know, it's more of your traditional war boss type thing. Oh, where is buddy?
Yeah. That's definitely not as cool as the one you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, if you really like Orcs, sick model, because he's like crushing the head of someone, blah, blah, blah. But like overall, I think just the diorama of the other one is really good. They announced...
We've been on for like 30 minutes and we haven't painted anything, so I'm going to start painting stuff.
Oh, that's so good. I've slowly gathered my paints together while we've been doing all this.
I'm using a super easy craft paint today.
Oh.
Leia is promoting the craft paint. I am using this super awesome 99-cent top-notch matte white from Maletters.
Nice.
In 40K, it's spelled diorama.
Look, Leia, I'm not going to say that you've convinced me, but you've convinced me. I might do something and have my Umbral guy just being like, phew! And I might put him... It'd be really cool to put him at the top of some, like, spire, you know? He's sitting up there and you line up the shot perfectly on the diorama. That'd be sick.
Just saying.
Anyway, the last model I have is the one I'm actually painting from the Gale Force 9. It's this little girl. Lulu, the Holyphant. She's a little elephant with wings. She's a little celestial.
Ooh.
She's a cutie. And I'm gonna... my goal is to finish this before Sunday. And I need I'm gonna use this app that I have been playing with recently. It basically color matches, and you select the brands of paint that you want to use. And so if I select over here, which I've already done, I can then go to my paints down here, and it'll go like, okay, this looks like Zemesi Desert. And then I'll pull out Zemesi Desert.
Right on.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. It doesn't work as well if you've, like, color corrected your minis, unfortunately. But I'm liking it. I think Avalon Sunset's also going to go well on this model too.
So I'm painting these little effect rings that we printed out ages ago and I was supposed to finish, but then never did. Because I'm me. I think we started printing these like right after we got our 3D printer. And then we started printing other really cool stuff. And that's what I wanted to paint.
That's fair.
I was talking today, I was telling the guys, I was like, man, I really want to paint. Like I watched this painter on TikTok who does a bunch of really cool, like he does more like DC and Marvel themed stuff. He does like real big models, like the size of Cassandra.
Yeah.
And I was like, we should, print those out because he's got the same version of printer we've got. So we could print out really cool, high quality, large figures like we have. And that would be really awesome. Then Matt hit me with this, what would be awesome? If you finished our D&D models. And I was like,
oh,
wow.
I'm thinking, nobody spoil this. Nobody spoil this. I'm thinking I might paint Benji's birthday is, I think, next week. And I want to paint his D&D model in time for the next game after his birthday.
Do it.
Yeah. Because I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend.
I have to finish painting all the minis for the bar diorama for Sunday as well. Scary. Ooh, I guess it depends on how many miniatures you have to finish, Scarin.
Yeah, don't burn out.
Yeah, don't do what I did.
Don't make the same mistakes we did. Okay. Oh, I finished all these bug boys as well. That was another thing I did straight before I left. I think these models are so cool. I'm actually going to use them.
Bug boys.
Yeah, my bug boys.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I saw those on the painty, the artsy channel.
I tried to give them as little guns as possible because I want to use these as like a roaming band of raiders. So, like, if they run into people in hell, like bug boys on with big hell rifles and chainsaws and things, that's pretty appropriate for the hell setting. Or I do a lot of D&D birthday intro settings, and like, one of the plot lines that some people want is just like you have a simple escort quest and your caravan gets ambushed. What way to have an ambush? Good way to have an ambush is to have 4 bug boys come up and meet you, and you got to take them down.
Right on.
And then only one has a gun because there wasn't enough parts to not. But I mean, I'm literally thinking I might just convert it into like a crossbow. Because I could just stick 2 bits of plastic on either side of that rifle and suddenly it's a crossbow with a scope.
Yeah.
Okay, so... I guess I could go straight on the model with these layer paints. It'll just take a little longer. Might do that. Phandalin, but bugs. That's pretty much it, right? Instead of goblins, it's bugs that ambush you. Very, very easy plot line to run, especially when you've only got like if you're teaching the game, typically you only have an hour or 2 hours after you've shown them the mechanics of the game. Like, you know, I'll show them how the character sheet works for the first like half hour, and then I'll do like the first bit, which is role playing, getting the quest, and then after that it's like, well, okay, you've got whatever the remainder is to do a small quest, which is like scouting ahead, and then a combat if they want to do combat. Most of the time, everyone want to do combat. So you throw something in.
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about since we've been away for a really long time?
What?
And I know it's slightly controversial.
Oh?
But I'm super excited.
What?
How do you feel about the D&D trailer that came out?
I am pleasantly curious. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like the best thing ever. It looks good enough. I think that's how I feel about it. I think it's going to be fine. I like how Chris Pine is the crazy, you know, he's walking around and he's doing like weird bard things, kind of like is it Tulio in El Dorado? He's doing those kind of faces and kicking his legs out. I kind of dig it. You know, that's how a bard should be. I do wish that there was more like class. I wish there was more like racial diversity in both the cast and the literal D&D races. Like the tiefling is skin color, which is kind of strange. Like go for the hue shift. Like even if it's just hue shifting the color of their skin. Like you don't have to do prosthetics or anything. They've already got the horns.
I actually didn't realize that she was a tiefling until I saw a section in the trailer where you could see her tail, and I was like, what?
Exactly. I didn't know until the end of the trailer that she was a tiefling, which begs the question, does that need to be more obvious in the film? My vote is yes. Oh, this is a great...
Okay. So, the owlbear shapeshifting. So this is the take I'm taking on this. The movie is not gonna follow the actual, like, we shouldn't expect that the movie is gonna follow the game rules. However,
Critical Role did, though, so...
So, Matt was telling me, my partner Matt, was telling me that a couple of years ago on a census that Wizards of the Coast posted, they asked if Druid should have a wider range. Like, should they expand the wild shape ability to include creatures such as the owlbear? And he's like, I thought it was interesting that they mentioned the owlbear specifically, and now we're getting a Druid class where they can shape change into an owlbear. Coincidence? Maybe. Am I upset?
Is there
not particularly?
Is there like playtest material out now that they can be monstrous?
Not that I know of, but like he was talking to me about how like in Tasha's there is a version of the wild shape, like you can give up your wild shape charge for like I think it was it a familiar or something like that? Like there are other things that you can change, like expend a wild shape usage to change into a, you know,
something bigger,
or to do it to do something else. He's like, you know, they have been kind of expanding on the wild shape.
As they should. I like the idea of that. I would not be surprised if one day we get a draconic wild shape. Because you just know that people want to turn into dragons. And that's a high-level wild shape. However, you know, level 17 druid should be able to do it. I mean, you've also got true polymorph. You can just do that at 17th level anyway with a big spell like that.
I think that also specifically says beast. Like
polymorph, Oh, no, as in true polymorph. The level 9 version is anything.
Oh, the level 9 version.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so at level 17, you get 9th level spells. You just transform into whatever you want. As long as you drop it before 24 hours, you get to revert back.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's just a really cool visual. I'm not upset about it.
I'm not either. I think it's... Sorry.
When me and my partners talked about it, we were like, you don't know what it's got? It's got a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. And that movie was so fun. I've always had a lot of fun with those Guardians of the Galaxy movies, those like found family, odd job.
That's what D&D is.
Yeah.
The D&D is Guardians,
And that's what
but
D&D is,
fantasy.
yeah. Yeah, it's Guardians but fantasy. That's what we said too. We were like, Guardians of the Galaxy is just D&D in space. And that's why there's all of those jokes where
the
it's
jokes
like,
are Spelljammer is Guardians. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, like, have you ever seen the meme where it's like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy is just like the Avengers playing like a tabletop role-playing game?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do love that meme. That's a good one.
So I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm very excited. I kind of love new takes on like the tabletop role-playing genre. I'm very excited.
So
as long as it's an upgrade from the original D&D movie, that was horrible.
Yeah, exactly. They know that they can't do that again. And honestly, if they went down the route of taking everything too seriously, you'd end up with Warcraft, the movie. You know, the World of Warcraft movie, which was fine. Again, do you remember it? Was it impactful in your life? It was okay.
I do. I remember it because I was like, oh, I might want to pick up. Because I remember my Alex was really excited about it because he was into Warcraft for a while.
I liked it, but apparently the consensus was it wasn't good.
I didn't think it was horrible. I didn't get half of what was going on, but you know, I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Our D&D group was,
okay.
wow, they stole the wrong thing and they were for the wrong person. They have to correct the situation, chaos and shoot. We did that for 8 levels in our game. That's great. So I liked Warcraft. Apparently it did like gangbusters overseas. Not America or Australia. We have not seen the third D&D movie.
I have not seen the third D&D movie.
To answer the point though, I like the idea of a wild shape that gets expanded upon. I'm a DM that loves cool shit like that. Two of my characters are playing some of the Drake Wardens at the moment. So Jess is playing one, and then Clint is playing one in another game. I think that class is so cute because you get a little baby dragon Drake to start with, and they have named theirs Snowy, and I can't remember Jess's one because she only just named it. And you can resummon them, and they come out as different elements. Oh, they're so gorgeous. So like giving players those kind of like, you know, that class is how to train your dragon. That's entirely what that is.
Yeah.
That whole movie franchise is boiled down into a D&D subclass. I love it. If you want to have like a class that lets you turn into a dragon, or like if you want to shapeshift into like the monstrosity tier of creature, like an owlbear, let's do it. Let's get some balanced rules. Like I always want to play in the name of balance. Just so like people aren't like. When I say balance, I don't mean for the DM's sake. I mean literally for the other sake of the group of just like, well, why are they so strong? Because they have an unbalanced thing, and I just feel like I'm doing nothing as a result.
Yep, I've been there.
Yeah.
Because like, though, what's to say is like, okay, you have to use two. You have to expend 2 uses of your wild shape to turn into a monstrosity or something like that.
I think that would be a great fix. You use...
Yeah.
Because what, you get 2 a day, right? You get 2 or 3 a day?
I think it depends on what level you are. I'm not 100%. I haven't played a druid in like 6 ever. A druid was my first 5e character, and it only got up to level 3.
Fair.
So...
I think spending more wild shapes to become stronger is great. Like, you don't exactly double the CR, because that would be silly, of the creature you want to be, but you can go to, let's say, the next challenge rating up, depending on what level you are, and it gets stronger at later levels, you know? I think that would be a great compromise.
I mean, because,
Or, yeah, different, like, you become celestials. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Yeah, and druids, it's fine. I'm also, like, talking over you a little bit.
That's fair.
Because I'm very excited about this whole, I don't know, I want to work with my players. If my players say I want to do this thing, so for instance, I have a character who is a changeling in our game. Eris is a changeling in our Eberron game, and she asked if she could use what is not prestidigitation, or is prestidigitation the one where you can like turn flames off and stuff like that, or whatever?
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
If it's not, it's
or,
one
like,
of those two. They're pretty interchangeable. If one's
one
not,
of them.
yeah, if it's not Presti, it's Thormy.
I think it was Prestidig. Oh no, this is a different character. Another character asked if he could use prestidigitation to change his eyes, and he's like,
that can
it's
happen,
not.
yeah.
He's like, because he's an Asmire, but he's a fallen Asmire, so his eyes are like completely dark blue and they look like they've got stars in them. And he's like, I want to use prestidigitation. I want to be constantly casting it, but I want to cast it to make it look like I'm using disguise self. He's like, can I do that to make my eyes look like normal people eyes? And I was like, absolutely. Like, you can absolutely do that. Or like, he asked me, because he's taking levels in Paladin, he asked me if other people could feel his aura of protection. I was like, what do you want? Do you want people to be able to feel your aura of protection so they know that they're within it? Or do you want it to be undetectable? Because I could make arguments for both ways.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty versatile.
Maybe, yeah. He's like, maybe a little bit. I was like, do you want it to feel like a cold draft, or do you want it to feel like a tingling sensation? I was like, think about what you want it to feel like. I have no problem including that in my game.
Yeah, because
it's just
that's
like
all flavor.
It's all flavor, and it's like it's the kind of stuff that like my players like using.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was really cool. Like uses for spells that are like, you know, when Eris's changeling would change her disguise, she would use prestidigitation to make it look like she was casting disguise self on herself. Oh, that's great. Yeah, as well. Because I had two players who separately thought about doing that, and I thought it was very cool. So she like would hide that she was a changeling for a really long time. And it's like whatever you want to do, we'll make it work, man. I'm just,
especially if it doesn't affect the other players and it's just something for yourself. Like Benji, who's got the dog character, we had to create like a custom race for him. And we unfortunately couldn't give him the advantage on the sniff checks because he's got a good nose, but we gave him something else. But the way he works his rage is that he goes into zoomies.
That's awesome.
And he's like,
I like that.
Yeah, so his character's pretty stupid. And so like he doesn't see himself raging. He sees himself like going hyper like a dog does and entering zoomies. And
awesome.
and then when he comes to, he's just like, why is everyone asleep? And they're all dead.
Or I think, what is it? Like there is the type of, so Alex plays, for instance, a wild, the wild magic barbarian. And they've got that like detect magic sense.
Yes, Benji's literally the pyro. It's where he got it from.
Yeah.
Detect magic sense.
So he's got the detect magic sense, and he was like, I want to have a prosthetic arm because they're an Eberron. That's like a thing you can do.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want this arm to be. It's not an arm blade. It's not an arm blade. It's just like he's just got like a prosthetic Warforged arm that's been essentially attached to his body.
That's cool.
By like a back alley doctor.
I love that.
And he's like, and then one day I found out that I could detect magic with it. Like I could feel it through this like vibrating arm. And I was like, sure, that's all right. That's how it'll work. It's
like a divining rod almost?
Yeah, kinda.
That's cool.
I was like, players come up with the coolest shit.
That's why I love new players as well. They'll come up with some really cooked stuff. And like I did a group a new game on Tuesday. It's like it's an Avernus one as well. And so the group's very much getting used to like, oh, what can I do? And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? They're like, can I do this? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, can I do this? And I'm like, yeah. And they're thinking right now, they're thinking pretty inside the box, like I can tell. But you just know that someone's going to be like, oh, I pull out this crazy shit soon. Because someone's like, oh, I want to like take the axe and chop him in the head. And I was like, do you want to like decapitate the guy? Because you killed him. And they're like, oh, can I do that? I was like, yeah, man. And then they go, oh, yeah, I want to do that. And then I start describing. I was like, okay, so you like chop the guy's head off and what do you want to do? They're like, oh, can I like hit it across to the feet of the other character? And I was like, yeah, so And then I took a step further, like, I go, okay, you chop off the head, and it goes up in the air a little bit, and then you take the blunt side of the axe and just baseball hit it, and it rolls to the feet of the party member standing at the doorway. And they're like, I can do that. And I'm like, yes, you can. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. Like, they're like, oh, that's sick. They get really into it.
Yeah.
Oh, you watch their world kind of opening up. And these people are like almost 30 as well, so it's like you watch that wonder hit that face.
That's how I felt when I did that convention recently, and I had this little girl who was just like, I can do this, and I was like, yeah, you can. And it was just like at the end of the session, she's like, I want to stab that guy. This kid's like 8. I'm like, I love you. Yes, you can stab that guy. She's playing this little halfling rogue, and I'm like, I love you, kid.
Yeah, one of my players in that game. There's an NPC called Tarina that you meet in like the first chapter of that campaign, and she can be like a really helpful NPC and go with you and all this stuff. But that group was just like, nah, fuck her. The bandits are after her, and she's causing us trouble. Let's let her die. And I was like, oh, this is the first time that's ever happened.
Yep.
Like, nah, let bugger it. That's it. So
I think you have to adjust your I'm looking over and I'm seeing your screen or your painty camera is all blurry.
Oh, goddamn. I'm sorry.
Sorry, my dude.
No,
it's okay.
It keeps doing it. I really gotta be careful sometimes.
Just dialing it in.
Yeah.
See,
She looks great though. The color's exactly what I want.
What do you think what was that?
Oh, Jess, thank you.
Right, welcome to the foes.
What was I gonna say? That is the one thing that I've picked up from Matthew Mercer is when my characters do a kill, I do ask them how they want to do it. Like,
I'm trying to steer away from his catchphrases as someone who also creates content. I usually say role play it for me. That's like that's the thing that will be my indicator of you've killed them. It's the same shit.
I don't really care. It's my home games. I can say whatever the hell I want. Nobody's taping me.
I know. I'm too used to being on. But I do. It just leaks into all aspects, you know.
I mean, yeah.
I want my own DM catchphrase.
Your own DM catchphrase.
Yeah.
It's like it's usually like a version of that, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought of one. Leia, I want you to hear. I want this to be your catchphrase for at least one game.
Okay.
All right. Fuck him up. Shut him up. Fuck him up, or something like that. Just yell it out. All right, fuck him up. Shut him up. And then they know that's your like key phrase to roleplay. They've died.
What?
I don't know. Really bonking.
Slowly, the longer you play with people, they dramatize themselves as to which is awesome. Yes, that is absolutely.
I love. Sorry.
No, I was gonna give it an example. Like, so I've been playing with my group with my partners and Eris and a friend from that Alex made in the military so many years ago. We've been playing for so long that their shenanigans have now like melded.
Oh yeah.
To which, what was it? Alex's Minotaur character wanted to pick up a table and hit somebody with it. I was like, this chaos. What? Oh, fuck shit up is one of my tunes phrases. Or fuck them up. I like it.
Fuck them up, shut them up.
Oh man, I love D&D. I miss D&D.
Yeah, I'm playing tonight.
Woo!
I'm playing some Cursey Strad.
Cursey Strad.
Assuming it's happening. I always assume they're on until they're not.
Oh, you don't know what I should check? If we get off, or when we finish up, I should check to see if Alex wants to play some Tiny Tina's.
How are you feeling about that game? Because
I fucking love it.
I was having some thoughts with Jess earlier yesterday about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just compared to the other Borderlands, I think I was left wanting more. Like, I think I felt like I didn't get enough out of that game that I wanted.
So here's the thing. I was never a really big Borderlands fan.
Oh, yeah, see, I am.
Alex tried to get me into the game when two was out and very popular. I tried playing split screen with him, but I was so overwhelmed by all of the stuff that it just overwhelmed me. I did play 3 and fairly enjoyed it, but I felt extremely wanting at the end of that. I was like, I feel like that was a crummy ending, and I can't believe I played a siren, and this is bullshit.
Yeah, I think the ending of 3 let it down, but overall, I think 3 is my favorite. Actually, no, that's hard. 2 and 3 are so good, but 2 is just the best villain. Again, number 2 has a really shitty boss fight as well. I didn't particularly love that either.
Yeah. Oh, it's now 3:05, and even on a day off is teetering on the brink. That's so delightful to see you. And oh, we miss you, Plasticity.
Oh.
Sleep tight.
Have a good sleep. Thank you for coming, though.
Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We've missed you very much.
Face.
I don't know. I think as far as Tiny Tina's go, I enjoy the fact I also like Diablo. So like when we finished the
like the Paragon crawl thing.
Yeah, once we finished the campaign, because since Alex is laid up, we've had a bunch of time to play video games together. So we finished the storyline together, and then we did the Chaos Rift stuff, and that is very much like.
That's very Diablo.
You know, that's the stuff, yeah, that we play Diablo. It's the grind. It's you do the harder rifts to get the better gear, to do the harder rifts to get the better gear.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
I already played too much Destiny to do that part of the game. For example, the season's almost over, and I have to spend a few hours after this just grinding the same activity, just so I can get some funny money to buy a set of armor.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the Diablo season starts next month or next week, and so guess what I'm going to be doing in all of my free time?
Oh man, I know you said you're not available next week, and it's good because I'm going to spend that whole fucking stream talking about that new Destiny expansion because it'll be announced by Wednesday morning next week, and I'm going to be all about that.
Yeah, I'm I figure out what the hell we're doing next week. Cuz like you can't take a guy who's got a broken leg very many places for his birthday.
But you can bring barbecue to him.
I can bring barbecue to him. Actually, I think we're bringing him to a barbecue place. I think that's what he's requested was barbecue.
That's fair. Jess and
Look how good these look. Oh my god. It looks so cool.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get in little nooks and crannies where feathers aren't.
You're fine.
Alright, no. Bring it. Oh, yeah,
I'm just shouting.
No, that's great.
Freaking awesome, right?
I was looking at those when you're painting earlier. It's going on really nice.
I mean, it's really patchy. I'm going to have to do a couple... I'm
Don't tell us that. The camera looks great.
Okay, well, it looks great on camera. Well, that's good because I'm using them on camera.
Yeah.
This is so when we play D&D because so now I've got 2 people who Skype into our normal Saturday games.
Yeah.
And whenever we do battle maps and stuff like that, it's always hard to like indicate, like I've got to use really bright markers. Everybody's D&D miniature has like a really bright base according to the color. I have everybody, when I start a new campaign, I have everybody pick a color.
And you paint the base that color?
And I paint the base that color.
That's
so they
really
can,
smart.
So everybody can see.
I do that for my digital games.
The color.
I don't have the opportunity to do that for my normal games.
So yeah, so I wanted something. I think the silence is the only one that is probably going to be a little bit iffy. Maybe stunned, because I've got stunned in this like yellowy color. It's just like really pale yellow, I think.
Do something like a fluoro color as well, like the really dangerous ones. Like, you got any like fluoro greens?
Oh
or
yeah,
oranges?
like I've got poison is it's coming out kind of dark on screen.
Oh, you should
but I've got.
I was gonna say you could do poison in like that Nurgle color.
Poison it's actually pretty close. I've got paralyzed in bright orange.
Oh, that's big.
Restrained is bright red.
You know what actually go
I've
really well on
got
these? Without sounding
slowed.
like a broken record, those new contrasts that are all fucking the same pigment, you could just dip in those.
Well, so all I did is just these are painted in black resin. Like I could show you. So this is just a raw, unpainted. This is cursed. So that's it. Just being off the 3D printer. I just hit these with I think I want to say this only took me a little while with the airbrush. I just took like a piece of tape and I taped them down to my my little board and then airbrush them.
Is
That
there
went real quick?
Is there a token for bloodied? Like, because I know
I
bloodied
think
doesn't
so.
exist in 5e, but if you had a bloodied
So,
one, paint it like white and just put splatters on it.
The file that we got, well, I painted them specifically so they'd be really, really like obvious on camera.
Yeah.
Because that's the big reason why we got them.
Yeah, because then you're away
They came
players.
with, yeah. They came with a whole bunch of what are these conditions?
Yeah.
And we only chose the ones that we thought we would use the most.
smart.
That's why I've got to see if we do have a Bane because of that whole Bane situation that we started.
Summon me again. everywhere. You can't
Like-
decide what to use this paint.
I'd have to figure out what color I'd do Bane.
Make it Bane colored. Like, go look up a Bane color scheme, and then paint it like DC's Bane.
I hate you.
Do it. No, I think it'd be funny. If you don't, I will.
It's to have at it.
I don't think I'll be getting the ones that are. I think I'll be getting like the pre-color coded ones. Like they'll just print it in that.
The ones that are already printed.
Yeah, the one that. So I like the idea of supporting the guy who made it. So I'm thinking, even though it does cost a bit more, I want to buy them direct from the person who makes them.
And that's totally valid. I think the reason
I also
we did
like
this
theirs the best
so,
generally. Sorry.
I think we chose to do it this way because we wanted to pick which counters we got and how many of those counters we got.
Yeah, fair. Oh, no judgment, by the way. I'm just saying, like, that's...
Oh, no.
They sell,
we
like, a
still
really
paid
nice little
for
case. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean the case that I printed?
No, they
And
sell, like,
paid
a little...
for?
They sell, like, a little clear one. That's...
I could print... I could print that in clear. It could be clear. It could be clear.
Okay, well, I just don't have my printer working, alright?
I know, baby.
I'm upset. I'm upset by that.
You're upset by what?
Not what you said. The fact that I still... It's been, like, 6-7 months since I can be confident
we're
in
gonna
using my
get it.
printer. I know.
We're gonna get figured. We're gonna get it figured. We're gonna get it figured.
I know.
One of these days.
I'm scared to use it.
Maybe on one of your Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out. It's all good, bro. Don't be sad.
I'm only a little bit sad.
You can be a little bit sad.
I just want to print that tree dragon.
I want to print that tree dragon too.
I want to print that tree dragon.
I want a tree dragon.
I want that tree dragon so bad. I want to paint it like a Sakura tree. I want a pink tree dragon.
Hex yeah.
All right, Lulu is looking pretty good. That's a solid foundation of color. Oh, come on. She's pretty much exactly the color that I wanted her to be so far. So
Sweet. So that app is definitely helping them.
So I actually didn't use Zemesi. I used Balor Brown, but I think the saturation on this model has made it so. But like, you know, a nice kind of darker ochre. Yeah, there's only like one forest dragon that goes around. And it's that one that's really majestic. The wings are all tree branches and leaves. It looks amazing. Yeah, no, that's coming out. That's coming out pretty good. I thought I could get away with it. I probably still could get away with it. Let's make my own shade. This is darker. Would you consider... Leia, would you consider the one on the left darker or just more saturated? The one on the left. It's actually not darker at all, is it?
No, it's lighter.
What would be darker than
For
this
sure.
then?
The one in your right hand.
Yeah, that's the base coat though. I need to shade down. I need to go down a tone.
I know you're gonna hate this, but you could take that base color and add a little bit of brown.
Well, yeah, I don't know what kind of brown though. Like a warm brown? Maybe this one.
You want a warm, like a warm brown.
What about that? Any of those?
Yes.
Thinking of like medium
the
on
first,
that.
The first one.
Well, that's still
Yeah,
the same. That's
take-
still the same base layer.
I'm like 5 seconds behind because.
All right. So I won't have the base layer in my hand.
Okay.
And I've taken it out.
Okay. The one on the left.
Yeah. All right.
Point at it for me. Yes, that one. Okay, just making sure. Look, I'm like 5 seconds behind.
I know.
I can't help it. I'm working with the tools I got, bro.
I know. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that camera up in the other one.
It's fine, dude. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a me. It's fine.
Oh man. Ah.
What? What's up? What's up?
All right. So my hand is starting to cramp.
That's fair. I'm just having a good time catching up with you because it's been like a month and I miss you.
It's been so long. It's
I
been
miss
so
you.
long.
Yeah.
So far, my hand is cramping. This is how many I've done, right? Right? We see how many I've done, right? I'm gonna move these off to the side. You want to know how much I have left?
Many more. Oh my gosh. Why do you have so many?
Because I do.
Don't do all of those. You're only... You know what
Don't do all-
You know what you need? You know what you need? You need one for every party member. And then you maybe need one for each enemy.
But what about the bad guys?
Yeah, but consider this. If you paralyze your whole party, that's a bad idea. Which means that if you have one for every party member plus one, it means not 5 people are going to be paralyzed at the same time, right?
You're being really reasonable, but look how much work I've done so far.
Yeah, and I would say keep the rest as storage. And then if you find that you need more, then you need more, and you can just make more. Well, you can paint more, I should say.
I shouldn't have pushed all these over. I got really flustered. And now, because Leia brain, I have to put them in rainbow order because me.
Because me. Also, sorry, chat. We have a...
We've been
I've
in
been
our
barely
own
keeping up.
goddamn world.
So, fellow cultists in Vecna D&D, the Book of Vile Darkness is the high school group, D&D Evil Campaign, Edgy Group, Friend Energy. Experience you owe it to yourself in my not-so-humble opinion. Benji is literally the pyro. I remember talking about that. I love dramatizing the description of what people want to do when killing an enemy.
Yeah.
There was something here. Players gaining confidence and role-playing between themselves is my favorite. I made this goblin bazaar in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage they built, going back to in-game months. We spent almost a full 4-hour session role-playing in that area. I love that. I really love that. Alright, I have created a clayish brown wash. gonna see what it looks like on Lulu.
I feel like I was asked about coffee a really long time ago, and
Hint,
I still don't have any coffee.
Is that a hint, hint, nudge, nudge?
I don't know. I haven't seen Alex in the chat in a while. So who knows? That or they didn't have coffee and that's why I'm not getting any.
What do you reckon of this shade layer? It's like a...
I like it.
It's doing alright.
I think it looks good.
I do have to be careful because this
like
is quite a saturated color that if when it pools, it's kind of really pooling and showing. I mean, I have just mediumed down a layer paint, so that's why. Speaking of, though, those new shade paints, I think you're going to really dig them. They flow like contrast paints now. They flow really nicely. And they're less intense as well, so if you get them all over a big surface on your model, it's not going to like dull it down as much anymore, and it doesn't coffee stain as badly.
I like how intense they are.
I would say if you like the intensity, don't change Nuln Oil and Agrax until you've run out. Because those two are definitely less potent now.
I probably won't. I don't buy new paints until I run out anyway.
That's fair. I would say that my Agrax and Nuln are the ones I've replaced the most because, you know, fucking dump everything in that color. It's beautiful.
Yep.
I also do a lot of terrain stuff. Just eats those two colors. I really need to make like a wash, like I've seen on like Midwinter minis. He's got like a homemade wash where you put like a bit of dish soap and some craft paint mixed with some other stuff, and it makes like a really nice, effective homemade.
What I've been doing with my terrain stuff.
Yeah. I need to paint more terrain. I've got all that Octarius Orc terrain. I think I want to like maybe get a weekend.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, baby.
So good.
The Octarius stuff? Oh my god. I actually really want that, have you seen that Battle Sisters statue sanctum terrain they've got?
No.
Okay, it's called the Battle Sanctum, and it's basically like, it's like an administratum building, so a pretty regular run-of-the-mill building, apart from like one thing that I'll get to in a sec. But it has like a Battle Sister statue, like a winged, I think it's a Celestine statue, and it's massive.
That would make sense.
Problem is the kit costs like $200 retail.
Oh my gosh.
And I just can't bring myself to pay $200 for a building and a statue. I say that full knowing the new Warcry Gnarlwood terrain is like some of my favorite terrain they've ever done. And I asked on a secondary marketplace last night how much it goes for, and they're all selling that for $200 as well. And that's just forest trees and bamboo fucking platforms. So, I don't know.
Oh, speaking of, this is completely unrelated. But speaking of terrain, do you want to see something really cool that I did?
Hell yeah.
It's kind of like terrain. It's diorama, but it's really cool.
Yeah, show me. I want to see it.
Look at how cute it is.
Oh, that's so sick. Oh, get bloody Gramps in here.
It's so cute. Look at this little X-Wing. It's so cute.
I don't like Star Wars, and I love that set. That's like that one and the swamp one with the X-Wing, and he's like the Yoda teaching Luke how to lift it out of the thing. I think that's so cute.
Ooh, I haven't seen that one.
It's the same diorama as that.
This says the Force is strong with this one, Darth Vader, because I think this cat hair all over it.
Is that
already.
like Darth Vader's
like,
TIE fighter?
Yeah, we got Darth Vader's TIE fighter, and then the two other TIE fighters.
Oh yeah, because his
It's
one's kind of
so cool.
slightly curved more. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
his is curved a little bit more. It's like to the point I was like, there's even a little R2D2 little cap. It's so cute. It's so cute. Look how cute. I like Legos. Like
I
a
love
lot.
Lego. Jess and I found like this little sea set. Like this is like a dolphin or a seahorse. It's like you can build a few things out of it. And Jess and I bought one each, and she built the seahorse, and I built the little dolphin, and it was just like a fun little half an hour we spent.
It was. I had this really unfortunate thing where there's a Lego store like way too close to my house. So now every time we go out, I'm like, we go to the Lego store.
That's what I'm like. There's like 3 hobby stores near us. And you just know that I want to go to each one. Oh, your camera. Oh, no, you're just being very still. Oh,
I am
Deadly
being very
Print Studio. Leia, you got to look at this link. Have you seen this place?
What is this? What is
This
this?
place does like 3D printed things, but they all fit on your models. And
Ooh.
I actually, now that we've had that idea of the sniper shot, this is actually where I would go. Scarron, this I actually have been on this website a few times, and I really want all of the Tau force field effects from here. So, oh man, they've got stuff for the commandos. Oh, there's Dakar effects.
So
Oh, that's sick.
cool.
Are these all new?
What?
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
so cool.
Oh yeah, so they do clear resin as well, so you can do like force field effects and shit.
I love.
If you would
Clear
like
resin.
any, let me know, because I can get them shipped to you, and then follow
don't
through with the other
think-
stuff that Jess has got.
I don't think. Oh my god, dude! I've got a whole slew of stuff. There's an entire pile behind me that needs to go to you.
Oh really? How much shit has
Yeah.
you bought? Or how much did I get you to get? I don't remember anymore.
I
Oh, no.
I haven't gotten anything for you. I've only got 2 things for Jess,
Oh.
and then I have things that Alex has wanted to send to you. And Jess.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit.
And then I've also got the bracelet that's for that giveaway that we did. That's in that
Oh,
pile.
fair. Yeah. Contrast over clear resin's really nice. This orc is done in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So like this magical effect is just done in like the new blue Contrast has.
Love it.
Yeah, it just looks great.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I love the clear stuff.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Um,
Oh man,
Oh my
I wanna fucking get some of these orc effects for my commandos now.
Speaking of clear resin.
Yeah.
So, Matt has been all right. Do you know a lot about Final Fantasy? I don't know.
Not
a lot
really at
about
all.
Final
No,
Fantasy.
not at
Okay.
all.
I don't know a ton, but this is really cool. Do you know what the Buster Sword is?
Yes, it's this cloud sword, right?
Yeah. I now have an entire Buster Sword printed downstairs.
Oh hell yeah.
It's taller than me.
Hell yeah, dude.
And Matt printed out clear little gems that like insert into the sword. They're like for magic stuff. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy,
I love
but it's like,
that.
oh my god! He printed. It took like 2 weeks to print all of the parts, and it's still got to be like sanded and filled and painted.
Oh, I love that.
But it looks so freaking cool. It's huge. It's ginormous. It's so funny. Like when you have a prop like that you print out. I was like, he's a big Final Fantasy fan. So it's like seeing him walk around the house with this giant Buster Sword, trying not to like knock into walls and shit is the
Yeah.
funniest thing. And it's just so sweet.
I love it.
Oh. So yeah, that's also a thing that happened at my house recently.
Mm,
Since you went to Cannes.
that's very cute. Oh man, they have Tau Onager gauntlets now. Oh fuck. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on. I gotta bring the browser up. Look at this shit. This is so sick. Oh no. Look how cool that is, Leia. So basically, there's a piece that's never come in a Tau kit, and it's basically a fist you can punch people with. Look at this, how it's painted.
Mhm.
That's sick. Punch people with that thing. Oh my god. That's cool. What else we got?
Matt's gremlin brain really wants all of the things.
There's also, there's bullet shells too. Like, check this out. Check that file. And you can buy either just the you can just buy
Ooh.
you can buy the print file, so you could get them
That's
without having to
cool.
get the physical shipped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, explosion, like building explosions. Oh man, these guys have wow.
I'm trying to figure out how
So
much
cool.
it would, like, how hard it would be to bust my sisters off of their, like, super plain bases.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've seen some really cool decorative bases.
Oh, like the
could
red
look kinda
grass
cool.
games and stuff like that.
Stuff like that, yeah. So, like, for instance, my Amalia Novena, she's, like, got this cool, like, temple grounds that she's standing on. But it's like all the other sisters have, like, really boring bases, if any bases, I think.
Yeah.
The only other one that has a base is the Hospitaller.
Oh wow.
Because she's got that person that's on the ground.
Yeah.
So there's, like, they did some ground detailing on them.
Hang on. I think I just found a Tau battlesuit with a fucking lightsaber. I did. Check this out. Fucking Tau with a fucking lightsaber. That's sick.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's cool. Man, so this place is...
Scarin, you have opened a can of worms for sure.
Dude, look at that. It's so cool. Oh man, I love that. Does it come with a hand on it? If you buy the blade, it doesn't include the hand. Please add a hand for your blade. Okay, fair enough. This is the thing that I saw last time they'd done it. So these are called fusion blades.
Mhm.
Basically, they go on the gun of a fusion blaster, and it projects like a melter sword. And you can only really put them on specific characters, but I have that character. So I would love to have like a battle suit kind of squaring up, almost like they're boxing with giant knife hands. And just like ready to go, just like kind of like this.
You're such a dweeb.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Sis, do you know how much I appreciate you as a person, Matt?
No, but tell me.
I appreciate you you're such a lovely person, and I just
thank
love
you.
hanging out with you and painting with you.
I'm absorbing it today. I'm not even scrolling away
you're
from
great.
it.
I know you're just like yes.
I haven't seen you in long enough. Give me more. I need more. No, I ever since high school.
I miss this.
Yeah, ever since high school, I've kind of been like it. I don't subscribe to hiding just for popularity or shit like that. I just don't care. I just wanted to. People are like, "You're a nerd," and I'd be like, "Yeah, cool." And they'd be like, "Okay, well, you're a nerd though." I'm like, "Well, that's fucking cool. Do you want to go ride motorbikes with me? Because I also do that shit."
See, I think I don't know if this is the intention of that, but when I was growing up, my dad used to refer to me specifically as nerd.
Oh no,
Like-
this was like people in. I came from a country rural town, so they're trying to use it as like you're weird.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in the suburbs, like next to a city, so
Yeah.
But my dad used to be like if I was doing something, he'd be like, "Okay, whatever, nerd." But it's like it very much thickened my skin for like when people like tried to call me that like with malice, and I'm like,
yeah.
and I know whatever.
Yeah.
But then I also realized that my dad is also a huge nerd, so he's got nowhere to talk. But yeah, there is a certain power in being like, yeah, and I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
You want to tell me something else I don't know?
Yeah, it's like, no, it's more just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you think. I'm going to exclusively do the things that I like.
Yeah.
You don't like that? Oh, sorry, chat. I have still got that browser up. I keep moving where I'm sitting. It's not comfortable today. It's better like this. There we go. That's a bit better.
My glasses keep falling off my face, and it's really irritating.
On your glasses.
My glasses are falling off my face.
I need glasses pretty soon.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of this, isn't it? Oh, jeez. All right.
I think there's like cat hair that's been fused to my paint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like you can see, or I don't think you can see it on,
No.
but like
I
the
can't.
R and the E are connected by a tiny little cat hair that's just been fused into the, into my paint stuff. It's airbrushing for you with pets. Hope you like your cat hair. Boop boop doop boop boop doop boop doop doop. All right, it's been a really long time since I was asked about coffee, and I haven't received any coffee. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been like almost
It's
been like half
a
an
really
hour.
long time.
It's been like half an hour.
That's too long.
That's too long for coffee. In Australia, that's how long the delivery takes. Oh, sorry, chat. Thought you were talking for a second. I was like, ah, fuck, the audio cut out.
Nope, just making noises.
Just Leia making noise. Just doing lots of tiny strokes today.
That's what she said.
It also could be what he said. Nah, I'm doing
These
it.
are the jokes, folks.
I'm fucking dry brushing this, and then I'm gonna highlight nicely.
Woo.
Because otherwise I'm gonna be doing every little bloody skin piece. Every little bloody skin piece or wrinkle or hair that she's got. I'm gonna be highlighting them all twice for no reason.
Negative.
Gotta be more efficient. Better.
Oh, knew it.
What?
They didn't have any coffee.
As in they don't have any?
Apparently not. Not from wherever they ordered. He's like, you didn't see this thing in chat? No, I did not.
Oh.
Dick.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a boon though? Like, is it coffee before bed mistakes?
I could have coffee and then go to bed.
Oh my god.
What?
You are braver than I.
Why am I braver than you? Because I can drink coffee before going to bed.
Yeah. I will never sleep if that happens.
You're assuming I sleep when I go to bed.
That's fair. I don't have anything in my room except my phone when I go to bed, so... Oh, yeah, she's brightened it back up. Okay.
Aw, thank you, Moros. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Apologize that we've gone kind of quiet since we've started to concentrate.
Yeah, sorry. Alright, so I guess I'll just build up colors now.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I'm just going to go to the next one up now. And do kind of like... So I just did Balor. If I do a real light Zamesi next, that'll look good. And then I'll do maybe like an Ushab after that. And if I really feel like it, I'll Screaming Skull some stuff. What?
I think it's like completely out of context. If anybody were to hear what you were saying, they would make no fucking sense.
No, yeah, not at all. We're gonna paint with ochre more. It's such a nice color.
It really is, but it's very, I don't know. I've got to use it in like what's the word I'm looking for?
Sparing.
That's sparing. I feel like there is a time and a place for ochre.
Yeah. I'm so terrified of this model also snapping off the little flight stand because she's resin, so it means it'll happen if I'm too rough with her.
Oh yeah.
I don't exactly feel like buying another Lulu and Slobber Chops. I did see though that there's a large version of Lulu. Like you can buy like I think it must be like a 75mm scale Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
I really want that too. Because I know later in the campaign she can get bigger. Oh, hydrate! Also, hello NVCDM.
Oh. Hello. Hydrate or die straight.
Not much. I'm painting a tiny little wing elephant. And Leia's doing some... What are you doing?
I am painting what are these called? Condition rings. A lot of them. Because I hate myself. No, because it needs to be done and I've been putting it off for like a year. They've been sitting up here painted, but without the letters being put on. And I thought it is time.
I'm gonna change up music genre. What do you feel like? I had chiptune on.
I'm listening to some summer lo-fi.
I could go for some lo-fi. Where's the lo-fi mix? All right, there we go. It's got the regular old. This is the one we used to that do for a long time. Okay. Ushab Tibone, one of my favorite colors. What a nice. Oh yeah, that's going on straight away. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but you can
is
see
it noise? Ooh, I can see like little I can definitely
little flecks
tell
of
that
it.
Changes. Yeah, I can definitely tell that the changes are happening.
One wing's there, the other wing's undone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that like nice pop of highlight is good.
Yeah, I'm doing
It's
such
very good.
a very light dry brush on this because I'm gonna go back over it soon.
Oh, I'm gonna check on my fire. Sorry, I have a candle going and it's a freestanding, so it doesn't have anything to keep the wax inside itself. So I was just making sure it wasn't leaking all over the place.
Fancy seeing you here, NVC, says Talera. Just gotta hold the model. I gotta be a bit rougher for a sec.
Yes, please be careful.
It's like $40 for a new one. I do not want to break her.
I wonder if can I pop one of these into. Oh.
Oh, she looks so good. I think Jess is sneaky watching from work now too, actually.
Yeah, I think she. Well, so she said she's watching, but she has no sound.
Ah, that's fair. I really wish we could do. It's just so hard with the time zones. I would love to do like a good evening RPG in Australia one day, but I don't want to subject you to those morning hour times.
I mean, I had to wake up at 6:30 in Utah, which is, I guess that's 8 o'clock in the morning, normally my time. But I did have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to do the Gnome Brew last week. I am able to wake up
What are you eating?
early. Yeah.
It's 5 a.m. It'd be a 4:30 a.m. tech if we did that though. That's why that's why I was like, oh,
Okay.
it's pretty rough.
That's a bit early.
That's hard.
That's like you waking up for Band of Badger.
Exactly. That's
early.
exactly why I'm like, I'm not gonna subject you to that because I've done that for Band. Oh, she's looking so
Band
good,
of Badgers
guys.
is so awesome.
That's it. Like if it's a once in a blue moon, I'm so happy to wake up for them
You know,
at 4:30.
but if we do a once in a blue moon good evening RPG,
you're right. You're right. Oh, thank you. That was fun. I planned nothing. I think I said it to the crew. I don't know if I said it on stream or not. I literally came up with my prep for that game was intentionally minimal, and I wrote in my little Google Doc, in addition to like the stuff I had for the game creation, I had two one-liners for the plot if nothing else happened. And it was The Curious Case of the Cold Rock Creamery, as in like hot summer, let's go get ice cream mystery. And then the other one was the bountiful boon of the Blue Lagoon. And then I wrote Fountain of Youth, ? And that's all I had planned. And then instead I used exactly what we did in the game instead.
Aw. That's super awesome.
Very fun. We also hit our charity goal as well. We raised about, I think, $400 or $500 in our segment, so it means that everyone else afterwards got permanent advantage for the rest of the charity games.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. All right, so
There's like a lot of cat hair on this one.
she's looking really good. It is fortunate that's how the game works. Yeah, I love it for that reason. Definitely would say Kids on Bikes has very quickly become my like second favorite RPG.
I want to play Kids on Bikes so bad.
I'll run Kids on Bikes with you, man.
I want to play Kids on Bikes.
I was talking to G of D, and she was saying that she'd never played Kids on Bikes, and that game the other day was her first. And there are many more people who just want to play it.
It's super cool.
Oh,
I know
Tarask.
I know my partner wants to play, or one of my partners wants to play Kids on Bikes because Eris and I went to a convention, a couple of years ago, and they had a demo for Kids on Bikes back when it hadn't quite released yet.
Yeah, I think.
And he had come with us, and he's like, I just missed the sign up for it.
Oh no.
And he was very interested.
It's so fun. Hey, if we get a good time, and I'm free on a day that you guys are, I'll run a little one shot because that game is so minimal prep that I don't have to do anything for it. You guys basically help me come up with everything.
I think we've talked about like your Saturdays and my Friday nights are open. It's super good for all of us because then, it's the weekend. You're not. I think I don't want to assume that you're not doing anything.
Saturday morning, I love to sleep in until midday.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Most of the time, anyway. Love to sleep in until. No, I mean not midday, but lounge around and not do anything productive until midday. All right. Can't really see
Speaking
it.
of kids on bikes.
It's
Ooh, go ahead.
There's a free rule set for kids on bikes as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a little starter kit. It's called the Ashcan rules. They give it out at free comic book days.
Ooh.
Oh, they've done her tusks in black. Weird.
Oh, you want to know? You don't know what I got?
What?
Oh, it's too bad
What do you got?
Plasticity isn't here. What did I get?
Oh, yeah!
Yes!
Hell yeah. Okay, I know a lot of people haven't seen this game in stream, so anyone who hasn't seen
my gosh.
Vaesen, we've played this.
Oh my gosh, for anybody who's a really big fan of noir games and old Scandinavian folklore, Vaesen is the game for you guys. It is super easy to pick up. This is like a starter book as well as this is like part player handbook, part DMG, part starter game. It is a slightly larger book, slightly bigger than your regular size book, but is super easy to play. All you need is D6s. Look, the paper is amazing. It's such high quality paper. I just washed myself out with this book. It's so good.
It's a very good game.
It's amazing. It's a game that I learned how to play in a week for my very first stream. So this game is very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, I think I've played it twice. I think we did we did a similar run of Vaesen episodes very near the time that we met that I played, and then that's how we met Elle, actually.
Yes, that's how we met Elle. That's how we met Dave. That's how we met each other.
Yeah, literally going on to talk about.
But it's got such beautiful art. Look at this art, guys.
The art
it's
is
so beautiful.
Good.
It's so amazing. Let me show off more of the character art. We've got more.
Who makes it?
This is Free League.
Free League Publishing, yeah.
Look at how beautiful it is.
Not sponsored in any way. Just shout out to Free League. Hell yeah.
It is just an amazing game. This has got the first chapter, and then this has got some additional. This book is specifically for the DMs. This has got the story stuff in it. So other chapters, other things that you can run in the Vaesen world if you don't want to come up with your own stuff, which you totally can. It takes place in mostly Uppsala. Oh god. It's in Uppsala. Why did I? Oh, Plasticity would be so mad at me right now.
That's fine.
Because I almost said Scandinavian. I know that's not right. So it's an amazing noir game. It's really, 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 really cool. Check it out if and it's just it's a cool texture. It's not super. It's it feels like fabric, fabric that's been lacquered, and then the pages are really high quality paper. And I got this right from Free League, I want to say. I bought this off the Free League website. They've got all of the classes. There's just a couple of classes in here. It's so easy to make a character. It took maybe just a little while. We've got the academic, the doctor, the hunter, the occultist.
I think I used a pre-gen and they were good as well.
Officer, priest. We were given pre-gens.
True, yeah.
I chose the hunter. And I got that pre-gen. And I was like able to like move stuff around if I wanted to. But this is amazing. Free League is amazing, and I love these books. And if it weren't for the fact that I absolutely have a horrible tongue for foreign countries, I would run this because I wouldn't be able to say any of the towns. Which is horrible. I'm really bad. Swedish.
They do. Free League does a lot of
It's
good
a
stuff.
it's a lot of Swedish stuff. Yes. They do Tales from the Loop. They also do the Coriolis stuff, which is awesome. Coriolis. I want to play a Coriolis game so bad.
I don't know that one.
It's basically the same format. It's a D6 format, and it's in space.
Oh. Okay.
That is the format that Void works off of. If anybody has heard of the stream Void on Unmade Gaming's channel with the amazing Little Red Dot. I think they have since wrapped up 3 seasons of their show. But that is, from what I've gathered, it's kind of like that. There's like a pilot, a mechanic, there's like a technician, there are like healers. It's really cool. Free League is freaking awesome. Gosh. Not sponsored, but like Free League. We love you.
Oh, sorry, I'm just like doing a concentrate.
No, it's totally fine. I was like just suddenly zapped with a bunch of energy.
That is cool by me.
Because I was really excited. Because when I got that book, I think we were in the middle of some craziness, so I didn't get to tell you that I got that book.
That's fair. I mean, it looks really good.
It's so cool. I want to convince some of my players to play it with me. But I've got some really stubborn players that are like, but we don't want to learn another kind of RPG. And I'm like, it's so easy.
God, the eternal struggle of that one, right?
Mm-hmm. I've looked at getting their Lovecraft art books. Ooh. I love Lovecraftian art. It's so bizarre and just freaking awesome. I'm a sucker for art. If a book has good art in it, I want it. It's one of the reasons why I wanted Vaesen, because I got we were provided with we had a free PDF for Vaesen, didn't we, that we got to look into?
I don't remember actually.
I think we were provided with a free PDF to like look through. And I was like, I like the art too much. I'm just gonna buy the book.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that character all over again.
Was I
Like,
playing Crassius in that one?
you were playing Crassius.
I was playing Crassius in that one.
He was hilarious. Because that was my first stream ever, and I was terrified.
You did really well though.
Oh, I was absolutely horrified. I was like, I had a paper with like when Elle was like, describe yourself. I had a paper in front of me with my description, and I forgot how to read. I was like, I don't know what this says. Yeah.
You did great. And now look at you.
Yeah. I can talk to strangers. No, I can't. I'm still terrified.
She's coming along.
You're doing so good, dude.
I don't know what else to do.
Look how awesome you are.
I'm noticing that
really
I'm noticing the color here is not quite what I want on this Doing like an Ushabti bone highlight, but it's too bright, so I might need to like do a bit of mixing.
Mm-hmm. I did the Kickstarters back for both Vaesen projects. Oh, I would have loved to get into that. I love Kickstarter.
I'm still waiting on
Kickstarter's
my
great, man.
I'm waiting on my Avatar to come through still from last year, the Avatar Legends kit. And I haven't bought any RPGs since then because I'm like, okay, I've got Avatar coming. I know that's going to be good. I'm just going to wait, see how that is, and then maybe like once I've had a few games of that, I'll do something else.
Is that the one that you said that was like slightly complicated to learn?
Yes, I think they've streamlined it since because the player feedback was like, guys, you need to make your combat more accessible. Because it was a bit of a tough one to learn. Mind you,
Okay.
I have the full PDF of the rules now, and I've just been lazy and not read it. I just want to read the physical more, I think.
Yeah. Something about physical paper, though.
Yeah, I know, right? I've got that. My Donkey Roads paints have fully shipped. They're in Australia, I think. So I should have them in like a month, I think. And basically, when that happens, I'm going to switch from using these paints to those ones for a little while and see how they go. So I'll do that on stream.
I can't wait to see how those turn out.
Well, he uses pretty much... So he does his videos on YouTube. And he has this really cool thing where he almost exclusively uses them on his own YouTube now. But he'll also bring up, like... Because the paints aren't out, he'll bring up the color equivalents if you don't have them.
That's cool.
It's very brand friendly, going like, okay, we know you don't have all the paint brands that we do, so here is the closest equivalent in the most popular ones.
That's cool.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I was gonna say, as far as like Kickstarters go, we did this year, I think, for Kickstarter, we backed the Brandon Sanderson Kickstarter.
What's that one?
So Brandon Sanderson is one of me and my partner's favorite writers. And he did a Kickstarter for what he called was the year of Sanderson, because during the pandemic he wrote 5 books.
Oh, you were telling me this. Yeah.
He wrote 5 books in 2020 and he wanted to publish them. But like he was thinking of like making a Kickstarter so he could get them published and stuff like that. Yeah. And so he decided to do what he called the Year of Sanderson, which is just like a subscription box that comes every month with like memorabilia and stuff for his books. Which we're super excited for because we're dorks.
That's fair.
And then Frosthaven is gonna come eventually.
That's the Gloomhaven game, right?
It's the Gloomhaven
the sequel, but own game thing, right?
Yeah, it's a sequel in spirit.
Same universe, right?
It's the same universe. It's a different area. It's gonna have some different concepts. A little bit more world building. I think it mentioned that there's gonna be like ways for you to upgrade like the city, I think, or something of the map. I haven't been reading a lot about it because I don't want to spoil anything for myself.
That's fair. Leia.
What?
Just
oh my god!
Something. No. Finish your thought.
Me.
Finish your thought. I've got a tangent.
I don't have any more. So you literally startled the shit out of me.
Okay. I'm sorry. I need to show everybody.
Go. It's like you went, and my heart stopped for a second. I was like, oh my god, what happened?
There's something that came out either just before Cannes or in Cannes, and I've been waiting for years, 20 years, in fact. Hold on.
The suspense is killing me, Matt.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Okay, here we are. If anyone knows my love of Tau, there is a fairly underappreciated faction of Tau in here. They are not actually Tau, and they are more, in fact, Avian instead. And they have released a new kill team box, and it's not out yet. But holy shit! Oh my god! It's time. The fucking Kroot are back, baby! They're back. A little kid man Kroot comes a little dog. Comes a little. Look at this little fuck. Look at that dog. Oh my god, it's a little dog. It's a little dog, but he's like, when you see him, look at that guy. That's so cool. He's got a little strap, he's got a bullet on him. What's he gonna do with that bullet? Oh man, and then you got this one, he's got a gun. This one's got a fucking bow. You're in the 41st millennium and this guy's got a bow? That's cool. What a badass. And then you got this guy, he's stolen a Tau gun, he's got a machete. He's going into a Space Hulk. What's he gonna do with machete? He can't do nothing with no machete. Hold on, where's the rest of him? Okay, I've lost the page, but I'm gonna just bring that away for a sec. Oh my god. Oh, where's the rest of them?
Are you gonna survive?
No, I'm not. Okay. There's more somewhere. It shows you all.
I would like you to survive, please. Just take a breath. I appreciate you as a person.
Arkenforge. Hello, how you doing?
Oh, hey, Arkenforge.
Where is... Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find this other thing. It shows you there's 10 in the squad. And there's a couple that are really, really funky, fresh, and funny that I wanna try and find. So give me a sec to find these. Oh, also the dwarf.
Go ahead.
The dwarves are also the what are they called? The Votann. The Votann dwarves getting more models. They got like a HQ now. They look pretty cool.
Ooh.
And the Khorne Berserkers finally got an announcement for their new models too.
Matt's not painting right now.
Matt's distracted by...
He's distracted by things.
I found it.
I am painting, shit, I always forget the name of these. Condition rings. Condition rings. I am painstakingly painting these condition rings. My partner definitely told me that I just had to dry brush them. But I said that no, I needed to paint them so they can be seen on screen. Because I've got D&D players that play online with us, and they have to be able to be clearly readable. So, I'm definitely hating my life right now. I remember airbrushing these, and this orange being the bane of my fucking existence.
All right, I found it. So
I got some metal ones from a Kickstarter for my minis. Yeah, these are really cool. I really like these.
Okay, so check it out.
Okay.
All right, we got guy with knife holding gun. We got guy with gun and machete. The aforementioned one. We have dog. We have guy with a peg leg, and he looks kind of like a pirate. Looks sick. And he's got a little skull of a cyclops here somehow. Oh, it looks awesome. All right, then we have my two favorite ones. Kroot leaning down with pet bird. Look at that bird. It's just chilling, ready to go. It's like a falcon. And this guy, I don't even know what the hell that is, but that's a big heavy gun. And this guy looks buffer than the other Kroot. Looks great. And then we have Mr. Dancy Two Knives chilling out with his dog. Look at him. He's just like, And I don't know what's going on. The dog looks like he's going to sneak around and give someone a nibble. And then we have the Desperados. We have the guy that's just like going like a Winchester, like with his gun. And then we have the long rifle scope guy not using his goggles for some reason. Don't know why, but I'm still hyped anyway. And that is the Krootkin band, and I am all about it. We've also got this guy with a mask trying to, he's got two guns, and then the other aforementioned bowman. New Kroot! Yes! Can you tell them I'm excited for this?
I can tell that you're excited. It's fucking infectious.
Oh my
I can't stop smiling.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. To be fair, I don't like the rest of them are like these kind of Imperial Navy, which they're also brand new models. I don't really care. Like, they're kind of okay. I like the clothing style of them, but nothing really hits me out of these models going like, I gotta have him. Maybe this guy with the axe would kind of make a cool Artificer D&D model, but I don't want to buy 10 just for this guy, you know? Oh, there's also this little bomb robot thing. That's kind of funky. I like that. And then you got some, you know, they're breaches. They have shields and shotguns and close range weapons, and this guy is fondling a little box of something. I don't know. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
Are you excited?
Look, I'm keen for the whole box. Problem is that I have to buy probably a $300 box for only about $100 of models I want. So I might try and move on the rest. So if anyone wants the breaches, hit me up, because I don't want those. But to answer your question, Sean, earlier, going back to normal, I'm painting Lulu, the Hollyphant from Descent into Avernus. She's looking pretty good. I just did some shading around her eyes, and I might highlight that in a sec. Because I want her eyes to stand out a little bit more.
Ooh, hold on. I'll be right back. Ah, no!
What have you done?
Nothing.
I mean, you say nothing, and I keep hearing like, "Ooh, ah!"
Don't mind me. I'm just starting more fires.
I mean, as long as you're putting them out.
Well, I accidentally blew my candle out, and so I had to quickly trim the wick because the wick was getting too long. And then I went to blow on something and I blew out the candle. I didn't want to blow out the candle yet.
I hate it when that happens.
I do hate that.
I don't know how to make her eye stand out, because on the model example, it doesn't really have anything other than her eyes are slightly darker.
Like maybe highlight around the face just a little bit, but just like, don't do it around the eye sockets too much.
Well, I've darkened all of the eye socket area down. I don't know if you can see this on camera. Hold on. Oh, it's pretty small. It's like in here.
Yeah,
it's really hard to see because I can't zoom anymore either.
Yeah, it's all good. I can see like the suggestion of a darkness, but that could also be shadows and stuff. So
yeah, it's really hard to get a read on this one.
So tiny.
Just gonna paint off camera for a sec.
I'm like finding myself while I'm painting letters, like saying the word paralyzed really slowly over in my brain.
Like para.
Yeah, exactly. As I do each letter, I say it in my head, and it is... it's a thing.
Okay, I got it. I managed to get some like really bright highlights. And then instead of going over with the base color, I just highlighted the eyelids because she's got fairly pronounced
Ooh.
eyelids. And I did that just in the
Okay.
highlight color, so it's kind of
Nice.
pronounced her eye a lot more.
Perfect.
I think that's good.
I love when you can do that kind of stuff.
I think that's gonna work.
I think that's my favorite part about doing busts. Like, doing the eyes and being able to make the eyes look like realistic and with lots of depth.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So she's got like, it's almost like she's got dark rings around her eyes. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm seeing how it looks on camera, I guess. Oh, it's a bit more pronounced now. Only a little though. She's just so tiny.
Yeah. I honestly can't really tell that much, unfortunately.
That's all right. Let's take some photos close up.
Yeah, do that.
I've also got one more extreme highlight that I can do, which I might put on the teeth and the eyelids.
Mm-hmm.
Like just kind of only key areas. And then I can move on to her base. I thought she'd take longer, but she's such a small model, it doesn't really take that long.
Yeah. That's what I like about small stuff can be done so quickly.
Yeah, except those dogs. Those dogs take really long time.
And they've got so much detail on them, though.
Yeah, that's why. She is literally all of the same color.
Yeah. It's like that, like the imps, the pseudo dragons,
Oh,
like creatures like that
tiny,
are so
tiny little
easy.
things.
Like whip those out real fast. Ugh.
Alright, get ready for some very precise highlighting. I'm using the off-white eggshell color Screaming Skull.
I've got to try really hard not to care too much about the sides of these. Like, I got to keep myself from being like, it needs to be perfect on the sides. It needs to be painted perfectly. Because it's like, who's going to see it from the sides? Me, when I take them out of the freaking cup and then put them on the table. But that's it, right? Like, I need to not obsess about it. This is just like a prop. It doesn't need to be perfect.
Yeah. Man, did you see AJ's stream in the end? Speaking of cool, did you see AJ's Chronicles of Aelwyn stream in the end? The thing she's been working on for probably the last 6-7 months?
I was not able to finish it. I ended up needing to go out, and I couldn't watch the end.
That's fair. I just meant, like, did you see, like, how, like, the production value and everything on it is mostly what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very good stuff, right?
I think the only thing that really distracted me was, like, there were no name placards on anybody.
Oh,
so
true.
I, like, didn't know who anybody was. I looked, it looked like they were, like there was room for them, but they weren't on there for some reason.
Yeah, fair. I didn't even think of that. You're totally right, because we do name placards for everyone.
Yeah.
On our stuff, yeah. Oh, maybe it was a choice, like a intentional choice.
I don't know.
Either way, I think what they set out to do looks great. Like, that kind of maybe not to that level of detail, but for our next chapter in D&D, we're looking at doing like a constructed set as well, very similar. And within the size constraints of our house, because I think they've got like a studio space that they're doing this from. But I got like really good vibes from it, like as in like the story was good for one, because I knew that was already going to be a banger. But just like I'm happy that I'm happy that there's some like really good production quality like that coming out of Australia.
Oh yeah, it looked really gorgeous. It was a beautiful set.
Yeah.
And it's like the only thing, yeah, that's the only thing that really distracted me was like I don't know who's talking and I don't know what the context of what's going on is.
Fair.
Like if I wanted to find these people, how do I know who they are? Because I don't have any like names or anything like that on them.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to find them on social media or something like that, or see what other projects they were working on. I mean, maybe it would be different if I wasn't watching it on my phone. But like,
I don't know actually. Yeah.
you don't get that like all of like the stuff that's underneath our Twitch stream. Like you don't get to see any of that if you're on mobile.
True.
So I think that would be my only constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's always handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a really
And but who
good
knows, that like you said, it could have been a choice. Maybe they thought that was distracting.
Maybe they did it and they didn't like it. I could also. No, I'm talking as if I'm like I don't know anything about the production, so I'm sure I could ask, but
Yeah, and this is me purely talking as a consumer.
that's fair. I think that's really valuable though, because you don't notice you may notice different faults in your own thing, but like as a consumer, it's got to be accessible, right?
Yeah. Like if I wanted to start like you sent that to me and I hadn't seen any of the earlier episodes or anything like that. And I really liked the story that they had been telling at that time, but it was one of those things where it was like, I don't know who any of these people are. Like, you know, they used a couple of names, but like those didn't retain for me because I don't see who that person is. Like, I don't know.
No, that's fair. I know they did a lot of marketing leading up, and they did like a whole cast reveal thing, so maybe they're banking off that. But at the same time, I totally agree. With the chucking your name up, I think it's good to like have someone on screen going like, okay, who's playing what character? The way they introduced their characters was that kind of trope that which I really like of. I think it was a meme going around. It's like you don't know what you're playing until the DM tells you like hints about it. So like, oh, you wipe off the you wipe the sweat off your scales, and you're like, oh, the DM said scales. I have scales. Maybe I'm a dragonborn or a lizard. You know?
Yeah, that like the Amnesia games or whatever.
I think so. Yeah. I love. You know, Amnesia being a trope is fun when it's done like this. You know?
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
There's so like during lockdown, my partners and I have been playing small D&D games. And this is really more prevalent. Like we haven't been able to do one in a while, but we played some D&D games where either myself or one of my partners would DM, and then the other two people would play two characters each.
Oh.
And those characters needed to like know another person from the party, so like it couldn't be just a bunch of strangers. The first time we played, I played two sisters. Like I played sisters, like half sisters.
Yeah.
And then Alex played like a gnome and his like guard, or like a bodyguard for his gnome.
Yeah.
The next time we played, I had a character that had known, like I played a dwarf that had like grown up with a human, like they'd known each other for like 60 years. Like he's Alex's character is like a really old man. And then we had another our other two characters like had just met.
Yeah.
And they like kind of vaguely knew one another.
Yeah.
Matt had said one of the next times that we run a kind of game like that, he wants us to each make one character, and then he's gonna make a character for each of us, like something that he's like, something that I think you would be really good at playing that you may not have played or haven't gotten the chance to play yet. But he's like, I like the idea of giving you a character on the first game and being like, this is your other character.
Yeah.
Create a backstory for that person. I think that's
cool.
really cool.
I like that.
Oh, she approached them and got the permission to write all of their backstories. That's a really cool.
Oh, is this
that's
AJ?
a really cool concept. I'm gonna assume that's what Teleria had said.
Yeah. I would expect in a game like the Amnesia thing, you give the players some kind of agency still, and then like you don't make everything, because otherwise it's just the DM telling the story, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's really cool.
Well, like then, I mean, that way you can like you have guaranteed hooks into the story and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you're creating the backstory for each of your characters.
Well, as an entertainment thing as well, you kind of got to put a bit more work into like why the party's together and why they will stick together as well, because it's so different. Like you're expected to be together the whole time rather than like in a regular D&D game where you're like, well, I do these weird things. Why are we even together? It's like, well, find a reason to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you make a problematic character, you need to have that character either grow or do something. Like, don't expect the DM to do all the work. You have to put some into.
Yep. That's what ended up happening the last campaign that I played with my long-term group. One of the players was playing a very much like a lone wolf kind of character. And we were on some kind of mission, and he like blighted an entire room of like really sickly people that like were probably gonna die anyways, but like he blighted them without consulting the party, and we were all like, that is extremely not cool. Like we could have maybe saved them or done something. Like it's not fair for you to just make a decision for all of us. Like, and there was a huge fight, and we were like, you want to know what, if you can't be part of the party, if you can't be one of us, because we're family. Now, granted, this character had only been with us for a couple of sessions because one of the characters had died, and this was a backup character.
Yeah.
So, like, it felt really bad because, like, he had made this character, he'd been with us for a couple of sessions, and we were like, if you can't vibe, get the hell out. And like the person was like, yeah, my character walks away then. Like he just leaves.
Oh, they just the player brought a new one again?
Yeah, the player just ended up making another character.
Fair enough. If that's what that character would do, then it's fair.
Yeah.
But that player, as long as the player knows that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And it was like at the end of the session, we're like, dude, like we appreciate the fact that you're doing like what your character would do, but that was an asshole move.
Yeah.
Like that was severely not cool. Especially since we'd all worked like a team since before then. Like
yeah.
Ugh.
That's fair.
That's cool. Teleria says, yeah, AJ did. She made sure that they were all comfy and put in some parameters.
Yeah, see,
parameters?
That's good.
Yeah. That's super cool.
Gotta give the players ownership over their characters.
Yeah. Yeah, don't take likeness of your players' characters. Shouldn't do that. That's uncool.
Well, I mean, without a heads up and consent.
I don't say that for any specific reason at all.
I sense backstory. Don't go into it though.
I was say, without saying too many details, I have a character that I streamed with that is no longer mine because it was taken away from me. The rights to that character are not mine. Or their likeness. I should have never drawn their likeness. I'm so upset.
So shitty.
Ugh. So shitty.
Yeah, it's a big red flag for anyone working with people. If they want to keep your character and then they want to get rid of you, it's like, well, what the fuck?
Don't fucking sign anything.
Don't sign
Don't
anything.
fucking sign anything.
Well, sign things to get paid, but don't sign
Mm.
things that sign over all of your creative liberty.
Well, yeah, don't sign it. If you're not getting paid, don't sign anything. That's
Well,
learn from my mistakes.
Actually,
If
I would
you
say
don't get
say
paid-
definitely sign something even if you're not getting paid, because there's an understanding there that this is coming from the side of person that just like the protect your ass side of
Mm.
if something is
Mhm.
unpaid, make sure that is clearly stated and agreed upon.
I signed a thing that said if you get paid.
Oh god. No,
Like,
I
you
would
might get paid. That was fucking bullshit.
I would be very upfront in mine, being like, our channel does not make much money at all, and if we do, it usually goes straight back into the channel because we can barely afford to pay ourselves. You know, Twitch
I don't have
payouts
any
come once in a blue
hostility.
moon.
I don't even care. I don't care. Like, if you're not gonna pay me, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like, don't take my shit.
Yeah.
Don't
Right?
ask me to come to your thing and bring all of my stuff and then say I can't leave with my stuff.
Yeah. It's like it's like you came with a bundle of toys in a little box, and then they just go, "Oh, you gotta leave that here." Hydrate.
Yeah, you brought that to my house, so now it's mine.
Mm.
Ugh.
Anyway, we'll stop having a whinge.
I want to whinge.
Just look
I'm
into the
still
people
hurt.
you're working with. It's just, clearly
Yeah.
there are sores. Oh,
Hey,
Morris,
thanks for the
you.
sub.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the resub.
that's cause that soundbite comes through in my ears. It always like goes, oh, like I have to like stop what I'm doing because it's a very loud like, hey, thanks for the sub, that comes through.
valid whinging.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of discourse. I actually would love to know what people think about this, because the Australian TTRPG community is very clearly very different to the American TTRPG community. So Americans and Australians, or anyone listening, there's a lot of discourse going around about paying people that appear on streams versus the agreements that are set in order to go on streams. And I would love to know your experience with both. Have you been promised payment, and if that has happened, or are you happy to also just go like, look, I know some people are being paid, I don't want to be paid, etc. Or are you in a position where if you were to be asked to do something, would you expect to be paid for it? Because I know that all of those opinions have been going around Twitter in the last month, and I don't think any of them are necessarily bad. I just find it interesting knowing, actually it's very helpful for one as someone who recruits people for streams as well, knowing the parameters at which people would like to be paid or not be paid, and what people are willing to do for free, charity, or for a cash, whether it be small or large. That's pretty much what I'm getting at, Scarron. Yeah, exactly that. Like, I think if you're expected to do a lot, you should be paid. I think producers should get paid if they can, because they're doing all the setup as well. That's just not saying that, though, that cast shouldn't. I think it should be like a percentage-based thing, if anything, if there is a budget for the show. Because you can split it by hours that way.
Yeah, I think
Texts as well. Texts are
here's
important. Sorry?
personally, as a person who I don't do a ton of streaming, I would understand if somebody would be like, hey, we're looking for people to do a game. We can't pay you because we're a small, like, if you couldn't pay me, if I know you, I don't care if I'm not, like, if it were Matt, if Matt were to ask me to do a stream with him and he's like, I can't pay you, I'd be like, fuck it, whatever, I just want to hang out with you guys, whatever.
Yeah.
If it was some of like my really close friends, I know, for instance, I do have friends who run games who are like, no, I absolutely will pay my players. That's awesome too. But like with up and coming streamers, like, if you can't afford it, that's fine. But don't be like, oh yeah, we might make money. I got fooled by that bullshit. I was too eager to I was too eager, too naive to ask the questions that I needed to ask. And oh yeah, we might be getting paid if we can make our subscriptions. We're doing really well right now, which was bullshit.
Yeah.
We weren't doing really well. Our subscriptions were horrible.
I've also done a stream in the past where they were like, in the event we make money, you will get this, and I never saw anything.
Yeah. That's basically what it was too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, if we make enough money, like we'll be able to pay you. This is what we're expecting.
I think
and
the
like
lines...
Sorry. I put a ton of work into that stream too. Like I took copious amount of notes. The DM was like laid back on me. Like if he ever needed to reference information, like could lean on me for stuff. I did character art for everybody.
Yeah. The amount of work you did, I feel like you should have been paid or at least kept the rights. And
I was just like, I just dumped everything because I was like, fuck it. I don't want any association
with it anymore.
With this bullshit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
and I'll do charities because
well, I feel like charity's a different ball game because everyone's basically giving up their time for that one. Like I'm doing. Yeah. Announcement time! I'm doing a charity stream this week. We just got the details of it. I'm doing a Radiant Citadel adventure over on Dreaded GM's channel. He very kindly invited me out there to be a player. And this Saturday evening, I think our game is. We're doing charity for Starlight Foundation.
Very cool. Yeah.
So I might see if we can do some cool stuff on that. I think we're playing level 11, so it's going to be good.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm doing that for free because that's charity. I'm always, much like Jaspers, I did a Jaspers last weekend. Always happy to do charity stuff. Anytime.
Mm-hmm.
As long as people are getting the stuff they do respectfully, then I'm good.
I'll stay up late and get up early for charities.
I did stay up very late for that charity. I think it was a 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. game. And then I had to get on a flight at 5 a.m. next day. To come back here. It was a spicy day for Matt.
Sleepy plane rides.
It was. I slept the whole plane home. Sorry, just catching up on chat because I did want to hear opinions here. Okay, so... Yeah. Okay, I think it depends on personally what you're being asked to do. I totally agree with that. If asked to do a major project that has budget, then budget it. I agree with that. I'm someone happy to play for free because they don't have any particular identity. Well, that's the thing. So Talera, I think that if someone specifically seeks you out and you know that the others are being paid, I feel like you're fully within your right to ask for payment at any level. Because that if you're being sought out and you know that the others are getting paid, then I think the imposter syndrome, in my opinion, would be taking over. You're going like, oh, I don't want to be paid because I'm not a bigger name. It's like, no matter the name size, if someone's getting paid and there's an expectation that people are getting paid, I feel like everyone should get paid the same rate.
Yes.
I know that when George did D&D Live last year, and Dave Harmon, Dragon Friends, DM'd some Wild Beyond the Witchlight on the main DM channel. A D&D channel, and he went on there. I think that all the players, no matter what size they were, they just got a flat rate. And then the DM got a bit more because they have to do some prep, right? Which is an understandable case. I think the DM should be on like a 1.5 times rate, similar to other things, because you are doing almost double the work.
I think Nomadic told me on his channel he does not stream a game unless he can afford $15 per hour for each player.
Per hour, so US dollars?
Yeah. $15 per hour per player.
So by that metric, so $15, so you're looking at about $80 to $100 Australian per player. 4 players, $400 DM 0.5 rate. You'd be on about $600 a game, roughly, plus tech and producing.
I think I mean, he does all the tech and producing himself.
Yeah, I couldn't afford. We could that's one of those look, I get it. If we had sponsors, that's totally doable. But times 10 episodes, that's $6,000. That's a lot.
Depending on, I think his max is like 4 players though.
Plus
he doesn't do very big games.
DM plus 3.
He would DM. He DMs, produces.
No, I get that. Oh yeah,
runs a stream.
So is he? Yeah, fair enough. All right. Admirable.
So it'd be 4 players. What we were talking about, he does 2 hours So
Oh,
$30
okay, so 30. So
times
you're looking at $50
4.
a player, not instead of 100.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
half
they
that.
only
It's
pay
about,
for 2 hours.
so it's about $300 a game. That, if we did that, that'd be like a once. So just in a comparison sense, I think we would be doing a game every 2 to 3 months at that rate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 2-hour game.
Yeah.
Just I like being transparent with like our stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind the audience knowing our income because I think that's important. I think knowing what other people charge and do.
Yeah, I mean, we were literally talking on Gnome Brew last Wednesday about it. So
Yeah, fair enough. So if it's going to onto a stream, do something I draw. That's it. I'm happy to do like if AJ goes, hey, do you want to come? Like this is a very hypothetical because I can't fly to Perth easily. If AJ was to say, hey, if you're ever in Perth and you want to come on Aylwyn, I would just go on there because part of it is also the marketing and like getting paid an exposure is a shitty excuse, but when I decide I want to get paid an exposure, not someone offering me to get paid an exposure, like Jasper's as a charity, that's the payoff, you know? Like doing some of the charity stuff is like your name gets out there, and that's more than enough for me sometimes. I'm totally happy to go out there and just I'm just totally happy to go out there and get my face out there sometimes. And I also can't really get paid as I have to go through approval for my day job. Fair enough. That's a totally other factor. Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Some jobs counted as a conflict of interest if you earn income from other jobs. Depends how exclusive your contract is. Usually, like higher paying jobs have that kind of stipulation. I've noticed.
I mean, the only time I've ever heard. The only time I've ever heard about that is when I worked at a Halloween shop, and a local party chain had gotten in touch with me about an application I had put in, and I was like, no, sorry, I got this job at this other Halloween store, and they're like, oh, well, that's a conflict of interest. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, if you're working with a direct competition,
Yeah, but like that's a direct competition. That's not like if I worked in retail and then did streaming.
Yeah, I mean, George literally had this for the last year and a half of his life. Because of Beauty and the Geek, he's out of contract now, so it's easier to talk about. But he was literally not allowed to appear on anything for a year without asking Channel 9.
Wow.
So literally, if he made an appearance on anything, literally down to a stream or a YouTube video, no matter what it was, you technically have to ask them. By the end of it, they just wouldn't get back to him, and that was their way of like pretty safely going like, oh, we don't really care, but if we don't say yes, you're just not going to do it if you're scared of us. We were just like, fuck him, do it anyway. And so like he's able to do whatever now.
That's fucking bonkers.
If it's going to strain something to offer, granted, someone who is trying to break in, being paid would be nice, but as I said from my end, not really expected to be paid. That's kind of it. That's how I go into most projects. Yeah. It's like if I like the project enough, I'll go in, and then if I'm getting paid, it's a bonus, you know? I did that with an Ardent... I did it with an Ardent roleplay a couple years ago, and it was like a Call of Cthulhu game, and I was just happy to be there, honestly. And then they paid me for my time. It wasn't... It was just like a stipend. It wasn't huge. But the fact that I got any money and they were just like, oh yeah, we'll just give you some cash. I was like, fuck yeah. Sorry, and
Oh no, I was gonna say like I'm kind of in that boat too. Like I know I don't have a huge following. I've only got like what 1,000, just over 1,000 followers on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah,
but like, you know, that's just like being around, just being there is nice. Like I love going on Band of Badgers, and they can't pay me to go on, and they ask me 2 or 3 times a year to come and be on their stuff. And I'm just happy to be there. First of all, because they're the people who gave me my kickstart in streaming.
Exactly. It's like your
started
roots
on Yeah, exactly. I started, my 2 very first streams were the Vassin Band of Badgers game, and then when they asked me to be a featured artist on their Great British Brush Off. And I'm still doing those. Like, and it is like I told Dave, and I was like, don't even think like, because they've told me like they'd give me compensation for stuff because like I'll buy minis myself if like, whatever comes up. And I was like, don't you dare think about paying me. I don't want any money from you because you guys gave me my start in streaming. You're the reason why I am where I am today. You're the reason why I know Matt. Like, you have given me so much more than
More
than
value
money
than
is
you would
worth to
know.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I was like that, and like when I get to paint with you guys, I get a free mini.
That's fair. Yeah. I totally understand though. Material costs. I'm usually happy to cover material costs in things like, stuff that doesn't break the bank. So if we need a mini here and there, we'll just have those and we'll just get those for people. That's more than fine. Like if you and I really wanted to do like a project together and we needed to both buy the mini, hell yeah, split the party or pay for that mini because
yeah,
it's different in that sense. Like we got those Nundums and shit as well.
The Nundums, or when you gave me the Steam account, that Steam thing.
What's
I've got that tabletop
the tabletop simulator. Yeah, because we needed that for the job. So I was like, that's fine. That's more than fine.
I was like, I can't afford this right now.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like $20. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have a tabletop simulator. I don't know when I'm gonna use it, but I got it.
Oh man, Dead Aussie Gamer showed me so many games you could play on that thing. You're gonna love it. Like, it's all free. You just download the mod and it's there. It's all set up for you and everything. You play Frosthaven in there.
I still want those cats, those little space cats. I'm getting a space cat. I should get one of those.
You should get a space cat
from that Nemesis game.
Oh yes, you should.
Little space cats.
I would tune into that.
Space cat.
I would tune. Morris, that's fine. I'll link the VOD. If you actually want the VOD of the kids on bikes, I think I posted in our Discord as well. It's in the YouTube Pings channel. If you want to see a batshit crazy kids on bikes game. What's up?
We only have 13 minutes left.
It's been a good. I like when we don't notice.
It's been a good one.
I like when we don't notice the time.
I've got so much done. These are the only 4 sets that I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure proper conduct, no conflict. May have to have voluntary employment too, but not a hobby, so you can get away with occasional streams. Okay.
A lot of game. Fair enough. I'm almost done with Lulu. Like, I just need to dry brush the base. I may revisit her and do some very fine-tuning highlighting. Probably not great for stream, but I'm pretty happy with how she is at the moment. Like, she's got details, she's got highlights. She's very small, so I don't want to do too much on her. And then I've done
she reads really well. Like, from like the screen that I'm seeing, I feel like she reads really well. She'll read really well on the table.
Exactly. The distance you're looking at is probably tabletop distance, which means I'm good. Like, her flight stand looks great. It's just solid black. And I've got like I don't like the cobblestone on her base. And so, like, much like the cat, I mixed some like red brown together with some Nuln Oil. And then I made it like hell cobblestone.
Yeah.
And that way she'll stand off her base. Like, the cat really pops off the base. She really pops off hers. So they look great. And now
that's really cool.
Call that good for Sunday. Just going through. So if I ran a game with specific identities, I'd feel free to ask them for payment. Yeah, that's fair. Totally. If you're doing it because the name's bigger, then they have value. They're bringing more value to your stream than you would expect. Can't really get paid, doesn't have to approve. Oh, okay, we're caught up. I agree.
Are you reading?
I agree with all these points. I know some people are really hardline on it. They're like, I will not do it unless you pay me. And I'm like, that's fine. It just means it's going to be a lot harder for us to get in touch because the only criticism I have that with this is that, yes, people should be paid for their work, but there is a hard line and an exclusion for smaller creators in that situation that can't afford to have names on there. And it does... The thing that I notice that happens is when people only want to be paid to do stuff, it makes it so that there's a barrier to entry. Much like when people are like, unless you have a good mic, you can't stream. Unless you have a good cast member that you pay them to stream, you can't stream. There's a monetary thing. It's really exclusionary for people who can't afford that stuff. I think that's a takeaway that I get from it. as a
Yeah.
smaller creator that can't just pay
And
people.
I've like, exactly. It's like it's not like we have a small community. We've got a fairly large community in the Split the Party.
Absolutely,
like,
the circle
like
is huge.
The circle is huge, and it's like, but because we've just started streaming and stuff like that, it's so hard to find streamers that like, I don't know, if somebody wanted to be paid an obnoxious amount of money for streaming with us, like
we just
we've
can't do it.
Yeah, we just can't do it.
We just can't do it. And like,
yeah.
the next question is, it's like, if this person wants $400 to be on one episode of a stream, they are totally fine to ask that, and I don't fault them for that.
Mhm.
But then there's a matter of like, okay, well, this person's taking up all the budget. Now we can't pay these other people as much, or we can't pay them at all. Is that worth it for us? And if the answer is no, then you just immediately locked out of doing it. And there's shitloads of people who probably do stuff for free. I get that. It's just it's a complicated topic, and
Yeah.
as a smaller creator, I feel like there is a barrier there if you can't immediately pay someone. And I guess the charity thing, most people, I think that's why the charity thing does exist. I won't exclude that. I've noticed that a lot of people, that if something is for charity, they are much more likely to do it for free. Not in an exploitative way, but in a, look, I'm willing to have this category of free game here.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. I completely think it's fine. Again,
On a happy note.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not bitching.
I just want to move on because we seem like we're really drowned, and I want to spend the last 10 minutes appreciating something.
Oh, that's fair. I just think it's a gets my brain going kind of conversation. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. It's very like, I don't know. I don't feel.
No. It's complicated. A lot of people. I feel like we're all agreeing. We're all agreeing here.
Yeah.
But there's 9 of us.
That's totally fair.
So,
and if someone doesn't agree, I'm not gonna get up you if you don't think it's worth it. Like,
yeah,
I fully know as a paid DM, there are people who actively are just like, fuck your profession. So I'm like, all right, that's just not for you. I'm not gonna get up you. I just don't.
Kind of nice about one of the games that I'm in. It's so far just a recorded game, so it's just my mates playing again. See, that's what I like. I like just playing and having fun.
That's how Split the Party started. We literally, you can see it at our table in our games. We're just friends playing a game. We would love to get paid to do it, but we're not going to like say, fuck you, pay me to each other.
Yeah.
Because we're all, I try to be very transparent as the person who holds the money account.
And it feels like the cast understands that though, too.
They do. In fact, the cast does contribute to stuff. Like if we need some extra dollars because the kitty can't afford it, and we've only been able to do the kitty in the past. Since doing Twitch, actually, we've actually had a kitty that grows rather than stays the same or goes down. We literally still put in, like, we're like, oh, we need a new mic. Like, I know before Chapter 5, another one of these is getting bought. And if for some reason the art department side of the shoot needs more cash, a couple of us will just put in like $10 to $50. If it's under $100, it's very easy to justify 6 people splitting something because it's like $12 each.
Yeah.
DMs put extra prep in and should be paid. Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Everyone's broke. We're all artists.
Everyone's broke.
Everyone's
That's
fucking broke. Yeah.
That's how I felt. Yeah.
Oh.
We broke our car yesterday, and that's very much a feeling.
My God.
We're so broke.
I need to replace all my tires because they're bald as hell, and I need so $500 easily.
I wanna hype you though, Matt.
Yeah, what's up?
Matt, I wanna hype you for a second.
Yeah.
Because you wanna know what you did? You wanna know what you did? You wanna know what you did?
Hype away.
You finished a model.
I fucking did, right?
Finished something. You fucking finished something.
I finished something.
We fucking finished something on this game. We never finished anything. We only start things.
I finished Asterisk. I would be happy taking this to a tabletop and playing with this.
I was gonna say, I feel like if you are satisfied that you can take that from that stand to the table, it's finished.
Okay, I finished a model. Yeah!
You finished a model. Woo!
Claps in the chat. Beep, beep.
Yeah.
Just gonna do a little flight stand a little bit more, and then I.
You did it. You did it. You fucking did it.
Real quick, I did it.
Look how awesome you are.
I did it.
Everybody, let's tell Matt how awesome he is, because he's like super awesome. Like we just talk about it for a second.
Oh,
Talk
the
about
ego.
how
The ego.
he's this like wonderful person, and like he's such a good
Shut
friend,
up!
and like checks up on me.
Oh, it's back. Damn
like-
it. Fuck.
Like sometimes Matt just messages me to like check in on me because like he's a really great friend. Like he's not just like an amazing person on stream. He's like an amazing person like all the time. I don't want any compliments.
And you know how
We're
Leia's
only
really cool? She
complimenting
checks in
Matt.
on me as well. And then she also goes, "Hey, Matt, you finished them well." I'm like, "Yeah." And then she goes, "I'm having a bad time." I'll be like, "Oh, that's okay." And then she'll be like, "How are you doing?" I'll be like, "I'm having a bad time." She's like, "Oh," and then she has a really long conversation with me because she's a good person as well. And she checks up on me. And then shout out to Leia as well.
No.
Yeah, motherfucker.
We only hype Matt. You can't see me.
We stand Leia.
I am
Oh,
the
shit.
darkness.
Okay.
What? What?
Do you want to extend the
What?
stream for like 10 minutes? Are you okay to do that? Because you will like it as well. I have all of the new emotes
I want to say
finished.
yes, but I also have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Is this like a short
We
bathroom
stand,
or
like-
like a longer bathroom?
It's just like a quick. It's just real
Okay,
quick.
okay. Just for
I'll
chat's
be right
sake,
back.
if you want us to go for like an extra 10 minutes, I have all 15 or so of the new emotes finished and ready to show off. Yes. All right, I'm gonna start downloading these.
Okay.
Chat.
All right.
Amuse
I'll be right
yourselves a little bit. I'm gonna go slightly more quiet, and I'm gonna talk a little bit. But we've finished our commission. The artist is fully paid, and we have finished all of the new emotes. So I'm just gonna open these up and start getting them together, because I don't actually think I've downloaded half of these yet. All right. Oh, these look so good, guys. Let's bloody see them. I think one of them is animated. I can't remember anymore. I want to say one is animated. Okay. Okay, so chat, what have you been doing? What have you been doing over the week? I feel like there is a few Jimmy Blue emotes. So basically we're gonna get these emotes out of your system, because all of these real life face ones are probably gonna actually go away for a little while. Because we've commissioned enough to literally take up every emote slot that we already that we have available right now. So basically, until we get more sub points, that's it. That's all of them. Okay, so all of these ones, currently. Yeah, get them out. Get them out. Because these are all these real ones are gonna go away for a little while. Because I really like all of these new ones.
All of our new emotes are like really great.
Oh, did you sit back down and the camera froze? There it is.
What?
All right,
What?
there we go. All right, how many of these we got? So we got one of them. Get him out. If you're subscribed, get him out. Get him out.
Get them out. Use them emotes.
Oh, I forgot about this one. I might leave this one for a special occasion, because... Oh, it is animated. Hell yeah. You're going to love this, Leia. It's of you and me.
Oh. Both of them?
Yeah, it's a you and me emote. And it's slightly animated.
Oh.
I say
Sorry,
animated.
I'm
It's 2
feeling
frames.
It's 2 frames.
All right.
It's enough for me.
So, while we were making this, I do acknowledge that all of these are very specific to our D&D series. So if you like any of the characters, you can find them in Split the Party's D&D show, including Jimmy. All right. So how many of these are there? What have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm missing a few. All right. All right, there's another one there.
We love a good Jimmy Blue. We do.
Jimmy's become much more prolific than I thought he ever would, in a good way.
I feel like that's you've created a monster.
I love his monsterness. I love the monster. I don't know where all the streaming emotes. Okay, here we go.
I'm so ready. The anticipation. I have to play with something.
All right, you've seen one of them, Leia. It's the very first one.
I've seen a couple of them.
Oh, really?
Sent me some preliminary, like, sketchy ones.
Fair. Part 2 of Deep Lore, I know, Matt, Jimmy Blue and Klungo. There's Jimmy Blue, Klungo, and Douglas, I would say. Douglas is my other very long-running character. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? 11 items selected. Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
Got it.
I got most of them. So we got Madam. Check. We got that one. Check. We got... We don't have my one.
Oh, where's yours?
I don't know.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I get Google Drives for these ones, so I'm going to have to... Didn't get that one either. Okay, so I just need... I think I gotta get Google Drive files for these ones. For about 4 or 5 of them.
You're killing me with the anticipation,
That's
bro.
fine. I'm, you know, it's great.
No! I'm so fidgety.
Yeah. Stop buzzing. Stop buzzing. They're coming. They are coming.
Ah.
Oh my god, I forgot about this one. Alright. I think I got one more to find. One more to find. Okay. Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna stick on... this source as the... Oh, what's this? Is this a... Oh, browser? No.
Do, 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 do.
Why is the window not loading? Ah, fuck it.
No.
I'll put it here.
Ah.
New source. Window capture. Photos. Why is it not coming up? Is that it? No? Why is it not happening? Fuck it. They come up for a second. I don't know why they're not coming up properly.
Oh my god. What?
Alright, bugger it. Alright. I don't know how to open these. How do I open these guys?
Oh no. I don't know. I don't know how emotes work.
I don't know either. Oh.
Ow. Trying really hard to get this tin open. I can't get it open.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do a full display capture.
Womp womp. I'll work for now and then we can fidget around with it later.
Yeah. I'm
We
sorry,
must
chat.
see-
I'm sorry. Alright, here we go. Display capture. Display capture desktop screen. And then we make it much smaller. And then okay, here we go.
I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I will present to you the first of the emotes. This one is called Hype. And here it is. That's on the screen.
No, delay.
No, the
Oh my
delay. All right. So the next one.
So many memes.
Oh yeah. So we got hype. The next one. Oh god. The next one is we have Anna with a knife. What's this one? I can't remember what this one's called. This one's just called Anna. So she's got a knife. She's ready to stab someone. The next one is we have beans. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Beans.
It's, Jimmy's got a little thing of beans.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, beans. All right. This one's just Benji laughing. It's like the happy one. We got some happy Benji. I really like the glasses on this one. It's got like the nice bloom on it. Looks really good.
That one's really fun.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right. Next up is the animated one. It's Breathe.
I can't. This fucking delay.
breathing. It's breathing.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. This one's... I think this is one of my favorite ones. This is Mammy, the druid, and he's chilling real good. He's just relaxing, and he's leaning back in his little grassy bed, and he's like,
That's
yes.
so fun.
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh.
that's the chilling one. Next up, we got the opposite. This one's frustration. This one is like Jace. He's just like got his finger pinched to his nose. The Blue Orc. He's one of my NPCs in the show. And he's just like, God damn it. Because, the party does stupid shit all the time. Jace is like, God, fuck. God damn, I can't believe it. I can't believe that I am the subordinate in this relationship. All right. Next up, we have Jimmy Blue himself. Jimmy Blue is coming out. And
yes.
And he is very, very, we got him to have very exaggerated features in this one. And he's saying a good little hello. Little Jimmy.
Hello.
Little Jimmy there.
Hello.
Hi, Jimmy. Hello.
Oh my god.
Terrifying. Yeah, based off the art of Jimmy. If you haven't seen the Christmas video, we actually have fully rendered art of Jimmy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks more like that. It doesn't look like me. It looks like how we pictured him a bit more, which is a very scraggly, messy-looking man with only vaguely my features.
That mustache.
This is the first one we did. This is of Leia. The very first one. And you can see she's frustrated. She's angry. Christmas specialist curse goodness. That's where you find the deepest Jimmy lore is those Christmas videos, both the 2020 and 2021. I think I showed this somewhere. I don't remember where. But this was the first one we got commissioned. This was like the tester emote.
You sent it to me.
Yeah, I don't remember where I've shown it elsewhere, if I have shown it elsewhere.
I don't think you've shown it elsewhere.
Maybe I haven't. Well, you're welcome if this is the first time.
I don't think so.
This. All right, well, this is
so cute.
This is the Leia one being like, God, fuck! And also, I gave her reference art of a battle sister, and she painted it with the red cape. And then we were like, can we make it purple, though? Because that's your color scheme.
Yep.
So we changed all the robes to be purple.
I mean, also, there was like all that red in the face, and I was like, it's just so much red, but can we make it purple?
Oh, is that all of them?
But yeah, I saw that one.
There's more.
I love the fact that it's an actual battle sister. It makes me so happy.
Yeah. So we got another Jimmy here. I think this is the second out of 3 that feature Jimmy. The third one is a bit of a different one. But this one's a cute little Jimmy. He's like, ooh. What?
It's so adorable.
He's got a very, very good expression on this one.
Very sparkly.
Yeah, he looks very wondrous in this one.
All you need to do, all you need to do to make that animated is just make the pupils
sparkle. That would be good.
They just need to toddle.
Well, the other so I'll get to the story of what the other animated one was going to be, but we actually made it just a normal one instead. So there's still slots for an animated one left. And I think that might be a good one to have Jimmy being like, ooh, and sparkling his eyes. Anyway, what else we got? So, this is this is the second one we got done up. This is our love emote, and Madam in her saggy glory is giving us some hearts. A little bit of this. Yeah, she's doing it a different way. I've never actually seen someone do it like that.
It's the new one.
Is that the new one?
I don't know. I can't do it.
I don't know. I actually don't know how she could do it. But if anyone in the chat can mimic this love heart, it looks great.
This is one. I had to have the kids show me this one.
Oh, that one's great.
It's like, why is this so hard? Why are we not just doing this still?
I don't know.
I can't.
All right.
It looks right from my angle.
This was going to be the other one that was animated, but it was going to be a bit more complex than we were capable of doing. This is Cursed Coffee. So you can see that I'm spitting out some multicolored water with a mug full of paint stains, and I'm like, boy. Yep.
That's so great.
So that's Cursed Coffee.
I love that.
So the story behind this one was this was also going to be an animated one, and it was going to be both you and me taking a sip and then spitting it out. But it was a bit much for the emote artist to get done, so we both agreed, let's just do... they were like, they came back and they were like, I've got this much of it done, is that okay? And it was fine. It looks really good. So later down the line, might do a layer variant of this. And then later down the line, might contact an emote artist to animate that one that we wanted. But that is the Cursed Coffee.
Still saving up my beans for Cursed Coffee.
Yeah, I bet you are. Fuck, I regret making that one.
You're the reason why I keep clean water every time we paint.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you little monsters. All right, so...
you little monsters.
I think this is the last one. There's two more after this. This is one of the really good ones. This is a group emote. Oh, what? They didn't put... Okay, I've only just realized they didn't put Leia in this one because I think I wanted all the D&D characters in it. But...
all good.
You could probably put a Leia in there as well.
That's all right. Okay, it's all like the D&D characters I'd look at a place.
That's fair. I guess myself, Benji, and yourself aren't in there, so it's not really leaving anyone out. It's just the D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes some other sense.
It's just the D&D party. It's fine.
I think that's maybe thinking back on it. Maybe that's why I chose that. Anyway, the raid emote with the raid announcement would be sick, right? So
that's fun.
I'm thinking. So the next thing we need to do is I'm going to leave it to the Discord and the chat. I'm going to post all of these in like an image soon. And what we're going to do is we're going to determine the tiers at what everything sits at, because I can't choose what I want to make that for free and what we want to be subscribers. And I'm going to get suggestions from everyone who wants to put in on which ones you would want to be the top 5 to be the free emotes. The next tier, like subscriber 1, 2, 3, and then I think Leia and I will choose what one wants to be animated for the second slot. Mm-hmm. But Breathe will be the first animated one, and I know that's only for subscribers. So if you want in on that, I'll probably put that in the suggestion box sometime this week, maybe today, and just tag a little everyone roll and vote on that, because we might do that at the start of maybe next stream, because I know that it'll probably just be me next week. Here's another good one. This is the Upset. This is George's character, and if anyone knows George, it's very fun to not give George the thing he wants. So we made his D&D character cry. And he's like, why am I crying? It's like, because fuck you, that's why.
Because you're a brat.
Yeah, because you're a little shit, and I like to see you suffer sometimes. So we did that.
I like that. As a person who has played games with George, I enjoy that. It makes my heart happy.
So making Vatic a little whiny piss baby was high on my list. The second I was like, I want to make a sad emote, I'm like, it's George or it's Vatic. It's one of those two. It's one of the things that he owns. If the raid emote with the raid announcement. Oh, I already read that. And the last one is if we don't like people in chat, like those spam announcements. Chelsea's going to come along with the banhammer. She'll come along, she'll smack you out Make sure you are behaving. And if you see this emote in the chat, you're going to see something happen in a second. See some trouble happening. Hammer is coming for you. And she's very cartoonish with a smack. I think that's all of them. That's all of the emotes at this point.
Those are so fun.
Yeah. So, I think that's I'll unenable this so you don't see my shitty desktop. That's the wrong thing. Where'd it go? Okay, so I'll get rid of that. All in all, we have 15 new emotes. And it was all paid for by the Twitch subscriptions. So, if you are a subscriber, thank you so much because you literally helped make this happen. If you support us on Patreon as well, I think, if we didn't have the Twitch money coming in, we would do it on the Patreon. But this was 15 emotes, so a full suite effectively got made thanks to Twitch. Yeah, thanks, Morris. But yeah, that's great. Like, they all came out so well. I'm so happy with them.
They're so awesome.
There's a couple in there that are probably a bit lower res, like the Banhammer, the Hype one, and the Jimmy's Sparkly Eyes. I just realized I forgot to grab a Google Drive link. But the rest of them that have transparent backgrounds, they're all fully complete. So anything that didn't have a transparent background just needs to be re-exported, really. And then I might animate some. Like, that's going to be great. I know that if we also get more subscribers, it'll unlock a third animated slot and more emote slots. So if you want to see some of the older ones come back, help us get to the next sub goal. I think we are 7 out of 35 sub points. And then we can pretty much unlock the more slots permanently. But yeah. How is that, Leigh? You like that?
I think it's really freaking awesome. I'm sorry, I'm dying because I almost actually drank my paint water. Because like the way that my stuff is sitting is like my paint water is here and my drink is behind it.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I literally like went to reach for my Diet Coke and I picked this up, got it here, and I was like,
I love that. I love that so much. Oh, I'm glad we got to finally show off those emotes. I've been
really awesome.
I want to it has been happening for about 1.5 months. Yeah, you don't even have to spend your beans. I mean, would you spend them in solidarity because she drank it by accident? Was that a thing you'd do, or you want to see us really suffer and just save up anyway?
my
thank you,
goddess.
Scarin.
Oh, thank you, Scarin.
I feel blessed.
Chelsea feels blessed. So this has been happening. The emotes were commissioned in early June, so it's taken just the process of going back and forth and finding and getting them the way we really like them it's art takes time. But I love how they came out. I think they're all I don't think I dislike any of them. I really, really love all of them. But yeah. Wow, we've been 20 minutes over? Man, we hyped for a long time. We gotta get you in bed, man.
I know, I've been yawning really hard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I will survive.
It was worth the wait.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. Well, do you want to take us away for our little goodbyes?
Hold on. I was resubscribing.
Oh, okay. You want to see a little, you want to see the thing pop up?
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, Twitch, anyone who hasn't seen it yet, Twitch also lowered their threshold for payouts if you're streaming yourself. It is half the amount. So if you hit $50 instead of $100 US, it will now pay out. So that is fantastic. So it means that we'll see money in our PayPal accounts much more frequently, hopefully. Because those subscriptions pile up very slowly.
I'm officially subscribed, but I didn't get a little notification. So, but it says I'm subscribed.
It should come up.
It tells me that it's my 4-month anniversary, even though I haven't been subscribing that long.
It went to.
I don't know.
Hey, no, it doesn't come up on my end. Why has it not done it? You want me to emulate one for you? I can just emulate it.
No, it's okay. It's
okay.
all right. It says it says that it is
Maybe it's still processing.
It has. Yeah, maybe. It's all good.
It's all good. Do we want? Oh, thank you. I just saw a Twitter come through from Talera saying, "Just putting it out there. Matt is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that."
Aw, Talera.
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
I'm gonna look for
Yeah,
someone
I'll
to
take us
raid real
away.
quick. Yeah, take us away.
I think Paradise is the only one I see right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Go
Anyways,
for them.
so my name is Leia. I am your local painter or something.
Oh, you gotta share
I had
it.
to share my anniversary. Oh, okay. So we'll just do that then.
There we
Hey,
go.
that worked.
Thanks for the sub.
Yeah, all right,
there you
awesome.
go. And now you get your little
Cool.
thing up in the top right corner.
My top what?
Oh, just we've got
little
the thing
thing?
saying it's displaying top right that you've subscribed.
Woo.
Anyway, sorry, we've
Alright,
interrupted
anyways,
you.
My name is Leia. I'm your local painter, and I paint stuff. I no longer have an Etsy available anymore, unfortunately. For those of you who didn't know, I'm still available on Twitter. If you want to get a hold of me, my commissions are still open. You just gotta let me know, man. Just, because Etsy's a bitch.
Etsy's a bitch. Hire Leia for
Etsy's a
your
bitch.
various model needs. You've seen how good she is.
Yeah, all my model needs. You can see my Tiamat. She is amazing. I do big stuff like that. Although I would never sell my love.
I mean, would you do another one for a commission though?
I would do.
Someone's
if
after a
you
huge
bought-
ass Tiamat.
If somebody wants a huge ass Tiamat and they want me to paint it, I think I would charge probably approximately $500 for that puppy.
Oh, fair. Go away, hype train.
that
We're
bad.
closing out our stream.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we can't.
So yeah,
Get out of here. Do not start the hype train. We don't want to drink the water. I want to have a regular lunch.
I have to go to bed. I don't want to drink
fucking
pink water
do it. All right,
before I go to bed.
I'm getting out of here. All right.
Right,
so,
yeah, get out of here.
You got your Twitter in there if anyone wants to find you,
Yeah.
follow you.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Follow my Twitter at Sorcerer Sundry.
God, I missed this.
Yeah, go, Matt.
All right. So, hey, Matt,
Meet the hype
little
train.
Twitter, Instagram. I put my minis and stuff on there. Much like you can find our stuff in our Discord as well. Oh, thanks, Garen. If you want to see our Discord, I'm gonna put Lulu in there with a nice high resolution photo, and you'll be able to see all the stuff I've been doing with her, much like Leia's gonna do with her counters. What else have we got? Freaking hire me, dungeonmasterforhire.com.au, and make sure to tune in. Beauty and the Geek's been a bit hard to edit at the moment. We spare time and Burnout's been really fucking with us, so we've got one episode out of there. Check it out at Split the Party's YouTube. Very funny. It's doing well for us, so that's nice to know if you want to see us make fun of the new generation Beauty and the Geeks. And announcement for, what was that thing? I'm doing the Radiant Citadel game,
Yes.
level 11 charity game for Starlight Foundation. I'm playing in it on Dreaded GM's Twitch. So twitch.tv, I think he's just Dreaded GM. I'll be tweeting closer to the day. We're currently just setting up the game now, but it is in 2 days, Saturday at 7 p.m., I want to say. No, 7 or 8 p.m. Look for the time. If it's not 7 p.m., it'll be 8 p.m. Anyway, join the Discord.
Be there or be square.
Be there or be square, as they say. Leia's going to be square and be asleep.
I'm gonna be asleep
That's fine. All right,
because I'm a square.
let's raid Paradise. We'll see you guys next week. I also know that Benji, George, and Brendan might be setting up a game stream soon. I was talking about them last night, so they might be playing some Baldur's Gate or something soon.
Next week, you'll be streaming solo if we stream next
I'll probably
week,
do a solo next week. Yeah,
because it's my hubby's birthday, and I promised him I would spend the day with him.
I've been really pinging for some painting recently, so if I'm not, I might have I might have my kill team box by then, so I might build some Deathcore of Krieg on stream if I can help myself.
Do that.
Either that or I will.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
We howdy.
All right, I'm gonna start this raid up. We'll see you soon, and
We'll see you soon.
I don't know. We're gonna bloody make a little goodbye. And, oh, sorry, Bane is back. I'm gonna say goodbye now. I just keep waving to the camera, and I'll blow you up if you don't wave.
Oh, it looks like you're gonna get blown up there. You're gonna blow up so much. I'm gonna come to your house and make sure Tiamat blows you up.
I see you
Is that
later.
a promise?
Yes.
Let's hang out. Oh my gosh, so many beans.